Yeah. Whoa. I speak. We change lives, Jesus. I speak.
Welcome to the TP Masterclass. On behalf of Cliff Cheqona and the entire TP family, we're honored to have you here. You didn't just join a live session. You stepped into a transformational experience designed to help you master your mind, align your emotions, and trade with clarity and conviction. We'll be starting shortly. In the meantime, settle in and prepare your notepad. Like the stream, subscribe if you haven't already. And most importantly, invite someone who needs this. Because around here, we don't just trade, we transform. Let's get started soon.
I speak life, I speak spirit, we change lives, Jesus did it. I speak life, I speak spirit, we change lives, Jesus did it. Step into my Monday, I'm stepping to my Monday, I'm stepping to my Monday. We change lives, Jesus did it. I'm stepping to my Monday, I'm stepping to my Monday, I'm stepping to my Monday. We change lives, Jesus did it.
It's a mind game, you heard me. Trading is a mind game. Fix your mind, fix your trading. Fix your mind, fix your trading. It's a mind game, you heard me. Trading is a mind game. Fix your mind, fix your trading. Fix your mind, fix your trading.
What is the TP family, and how do you become part of it? Don't worry. If you're watching this, you're already part of the TP family. Now, before you ask, no, it's not take profit. That's the first thing traders think, right? TP stands for Trading Psychology. When Cliff Cheqona created this community, he didn't want to make it all about himself. He wanted to create a space for traders built around a simple truth. Most traders lose because their mindset isn't ready for success. So what's the TP family? It's not a company. It's not an organization. It's a movement of traders who are done chasing shortcuts, done trading emotionally, and done feeling like they're alone in this journey. Now, let me be clear. We're not here to build another Telegram or Discord group. You don't need more chats or endless notifications. All you have to do is follow our content on YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. That's where we deliver everything. Masterclasses, podcast clips, mindset tips, and even those hard truths no one else will tell you about trading. Our vision for 2025 is simple. Education. We teach traders what really matters, not just strategies, but the mindset behind them. Through our TP Masterclass, podcasts, and content, we make sure traders know how to manage themselves first. Community. The TP family is all about connection, but instead of chat rooms, we meet through meaningful content that actually helps you grow. Tools. We're creating journals, simulations, and practical resources to help you track your progress and improve your trading behavior. The TP family is here to change the way traders think forever. We're not about quick wins. We're about creating strong, resilient, unstoppable traders. Welcome to the movement. Let's make 2025 the year you fix your mind and fix your trading.
Hi guys, hello everyone. Hi and welcome to another TP Masterclass. Before we get into today's TP Masterclass, I just wanted to say a big thank you to everyone that tuned into the TP Masterclass Dubai edition. Thank you so much, you guys. You made the event success, and I just want to say thank you so much from the whole of my heart. I really appreciate and honor all of you guys always tuning in into our TP Masterclass. But how did everyone find the masterclass? What did you learn from it? What did you take away from it? Did you have a wonderful time throughout the streaming? You let me know in the live chat right now. I see this person, I don't know how to pronounce your name, but you said we should get our pen and book and notepad, and we shouldn't forget to inform a friend, to tell a friend that the TP Masterclass is starting now, with me welcoming and introducing the TP family, which is very wonderful, as everyone can read right now. If you have not invited someone to join the TP Masterclass, I really would love for you to share the link to every trader that you may know to join us on the TP Masterclass. because we are live and we are broadcasting from all over the world because we are on YouTube live. So yes, but let me know of how you found the Dubai TP Masterclass the last time, what you took away, what you learned from it. Just let me know in the live chat. As I am welcoming everyone, I will get back to the live chat again. But thank you guys. And I just want to say hi to the TP family and welcome to another TP Masterclass. As you already know, my name is Tenzin Shells. And I just wanted to start by showing some love to every single person that always tune into the TP Masterclass every Saturday at 6 p.m. UK time. Before we continue, can everyone tell me where you are tuning in from? Which country are you tuning in from right now? If you're in Ghana, Nigeria, South Africa, Uganda, UK, Namibia, just let me know in the live chat right now so that I can give you guys a shout out. We have people from US, Nigeria, Dubai, United States. Hello, everyone. Uganda, Gambia in the house. Hi, Nigeria. Oh, thank you guys so much for always coming to the TP Masterclass. Thank you for always showing up. And also, if you're watching the replay, just put replay in the comment section down below for the replay of this masterclass. And if this is your first time joining the TP Masterclass, I just want to say a very big welcome. Drop if you're the first time tuning in the live session right now, just put first time in the live chat so that I'll be able to see you and give you a shout out, okay? And also welcome you properly into the TP family to join our TP Masterclass, because this is not just a class, this is a family, and we are glad that you found us to be watching us right now. And also, if you are new and wondering where to begin, don't worry. We have set up a playlist for you. All you have to do is just go to our YouTube channel and you'll see a playlist with all the previous TP Masterclasses that we have done so far. And we would love for you to start from the video that says what is really trading psychology. That episode will help you understand why we are doing this and what this community is really about, as we don't just talk about charts, we deal with the mindset behind the trades that you take. And also another playlist that we created was every time we will have a special offline TP Masterclass, we have created a different playlist for it. So when you click into the playlist, you will see different names for it. Let me just go on the YouTube right now, and then I'll be able to tell you guys the name of the playlist. So when you click on the playlist, you will see TP Masterclass offline events, and that is where you'll find the events that we had in Dubai. And then you will also find the Trading Psychology Masterclass with Cliff Cheqona, where you will find this video in there. So yeah, and once again, the title is What is Really Trading Psychology? And this episode will help you understand why we are doing this and what this community is really about. And also from Monday to Friday, most of you can testify to this fact that from Monday to Friday, every morning we post what we call the TP declarations. It's just a picture with few powerful words written on it. Please don't scroll past it. Pause and read it out loud. Speak it over your day. Let it enter your system, because before you enter the market, you need to enter with the right mindset, as these declarations are not just quotes, they are tools for alignment, for your trading. Okay, because fix your mind to fix your trading. Never forget that. Fix your mind to fix your trading. And also, right now, I want us to take a moment, like wherever you are, I would like for you to just bring your attention to your breathing. Like, let's do some breathing exercises. Cliff had a video called the 478 breathing technique, and I would love for everyone to practice that right now. You just breathe in for 4 seconds, you hold it for 7 seconds, and you let go for 8 seconds. And you just keep doing that to bring your attention to the TP Masterclass right now so that you can remove every distraction from your environment. Everything that could distract you from receiving the information that you need to receive today, remove it by practicing the breathing technique. And I would also love for you to grab your notebook or your journal, as this moment is for you. Please don't just watch us throughout the live session. I would love for you to participate. Something you hear today might unlock something that you have been yearning to get an understanding from. So make sure that you are taking notes, you are journaling everything that you take from this TP Masterclass today. Now, before we continue on to the next segment, I would love for you to be mindful of this. This space is built for healing, clarity, and truth. If anyone in the comments is trolling or spamming or distracting others, we will quietly remove you from the live stream. It's not anything personal, it's about protecting the atmosphere that we have built on this platform. It's, it's for people to transform their minds, okay? So if you wish to distract us, please be mindful and do not do it on this platform. We will remove you. It's not anything personal. We just want to respect this space and honor the process that we go through. And I also saw some few comments in the live chat of people's feedback from the Dubai masterclass. Some said it was, Nelson said it was insightful. I learned from Willis that habit clear a runway for leadership to take off in trading. Exactly. And another person said, Felix said it was amazing, especially those of us who were on the physical location. Those online only got 20% of knowledge. Thanks for Ike and Ike the Great, Cliff, and Madam Ruth. Oh, amazing. And another person said, learned that risk management is key to long term success in this industry. Exactly. And another person also said, I listen to Dubai Masterclass every time I get stressed by my enemies of progress in my trading journal because it refreshes my future self as a trader. Okay, that's amazing. These are amazing feedbacks, and I just want to thank you guys for always tuning into the TP Masterclass. I'm just going to pass the session to Mr. Kema. So yeah, guys, stay tuned for more. Thank you.
It's a mind game. You heard me. Trading is a mind game. Fix your mind, fix your trading. Fix your mind, fix your trading. It's a
Hello, wonderful people out there. How is everyone doing? If you can hear me, just give me some ones in the chat area. Just give me some ones in the chat area if you can hear me loud and clear. Thank you so much, Chara. Thank you, Promise. Thank you, Nelson. I really appreciate that. All right, TP family, it's a wonderful Saturday again. Our previous week, we came in from the Dubai Masterclass. From what I'm hearing, like I'm hearing updates. Guys are saying that it was awesome, it was beautiful. And I am really glad to be a part of this initiative to actually mentor and then also bless people with the knowledge that we have been blessed to give out. Where are you joining this session from? Let me see in the comment section. From Ghana, I can see from Ghana. I know there are some Nigerians here, from Uganda, from Gambia, definitely from Nigeria, from the US. You are all welcome. From Namibia, awesome. Nigeria, Uganda, you are all welcome once again to the TP Masterclass. Today we are starting with this segment, and thank you so much, Shells, for the introduction. I really appreciate that. Guys, just like every single week, I am bringing to you something really, really beautiful. We have entered the month of August. And if you have not already renewed your mindset all the way from January through to July, this final 5 months should be a work, like a work to go for you. You should be able to dedicate time for the final 5 years in 2025 to actually move yourself from where you are to a different level. One of the things that I learned at a very early time in my trading journey or in my life, like as a whole, is the fact that you should not strive to be better than any other person. You should strive only to be better than the man that you were yesterday. And that has become a driving force for me every single day of my life. I want to be able to add something small. If I am able to add something small by the end of the day before I go into the next day, I am thankful. We thank God for life. We thank God for grace. Welcome to the TP Masterclass once again. And just like I've been doing every single week, I'm going to share my screen, and then we are going to be going into what I have prepared for every single one of you. So if the team is ready, Bounce, we can bring this up. Today, I'm going to be speaking on patiently analyzing the market, all right? Or you can, in other words, say cultivating patience for long-term success. Cultivating patience for long-term success, all right? But I'm going to basically put this on analyzing the market. And so you can pick the details or pick the bits and pieces to govern your own endeavors, but it would be strictly directed towards analyzing the market and then what? And trading the market profitably. All right. So now let's get in on this. Now, you would realize that patiently analyzing the market or patiently doing something or taking your time to do something requires a mindset shift. That's basically what you need. A mindset shift. You need to be able to shift your mindset from one area to the other. And then what exactly are you shifting your area from? There is a lot of people out there, Grace. There's a lot of people out there who actually want things to be done in an instant. And there are some people out there who look at long-term success. And so we want to be able to shift your mindset from short-term mindset to a long-term success mindset. You should be able to focus on long-term understanding and preparation than short-term gratification or short-term results. All right. So that is basically what we are looking out for. And within this, I've structured a few approaches, things that within the past 8 years that I've been trading the market, I've taken my time to study and realize that, come on, it's not just about how you analyze the market. It's not just about what you trade. It's not just about strategy. No, it's not just about that. There's something peculiar that adds up to where you are now, to your patience in the market, to you being able to wait and say, okay, I'm waiting for this particular setup to come in play. There's an ulterior something that is presented in there. It's not just about strategy. All right. So at the end of the day, let's move on and let's talk about this. Now, first of all, what are we looking out for? I'm looking out to set clear goals and expectations. All right. Now, what I want you to do is define your trading in terms of time frame, in terms of how you are going to be trading. It's all a part of it. You should not miss out on any one of them. It's all a part of it. All right. Understand whether you are going to be trading short term or you are going to be trading long term. It's the basics of everything. Once you're able to understand this, you have a perspective where you will be moving in from to watch a market. I'll be understand. Now, you are also going to be looking at what kind of assets you are going to be trading on the market. So from the onset, probably I tried out GBP, USD, Euro, USD. I tried out, like some of the Euro pairs. I tried out some of the pound pairs. I tried out, like the Aussie dollar and then, like New Zealand dollar and everything basically almost all pairs on the market. But as time went on, I streamlined this gradually to something that I could focus on. And that is where I'm talking about defining what you are going to be doing. So it's broad, but at the end of the day, we want to be able to skim it down gradually. So now let's define your time frame. I am a swing trader, and I juggle that with day trading sometimes, because sometimes you have to wait for a longer period for you to be able to get a setup. And so if I get a day trade on the market, fair enough, I'm going to pick that day trade and then basically what, make profits off of that. It means that the dynamics for swing trading would be entirely different from the dynamics of day trading. And so if I am looking forward for a swing trade, how I approach that particular trade will be entirely different with respect to even how much I'm risking on such a trade relative to the day trade that I'm taking in the market. It's all going to be entirely different. Are you doing long-term trading, which is basically position trading in the market? This determines how frequently you need to analyze the market and when you should be able to back off that particular area. All right. So now within this, I'm going to be taking you into the chart so that I'll be able to explain this better. For instance, if I bring you into the chart and then an individual is watching the chart like this, right? Let's say this is the market structure from the 4-hour perspective. Now, I'm asking myself that, looking at this, what do you see on the market? I basically see chart. What is the chart? The chart is the graphical representation of what value increase and decrease of the asset that we are looking at. So what is the asset? The asset we are looking at is gold currently, all right? Gold. I specifically chose gold because that is what I trade mostly currently, right? Now, if I am looking at the gold chart on the 4-hour time frame, what can I be able to say? What I can be able to say is currently the price of gold is moving towards the upside, or has moved from that lower perspective from 3,270 and then has pushed up to what? $3,360 over the period of what? 2 days. So from Thursday to Friday, end of Friday, we have had price increase towards that particular region. And before that, we had price drop all the way from the downside from here. Now, if I am a swing trader and I'm watching this, probably I would have speculated that once price comes into this particular low region and reaches this particular low areas of the market, I would probably be looking out for a tap into that region. Why? Because I have the mindset that wherever price rejected off, right? If we had price pushed towards a particular direction like that, the idea is that wherever price was rejected or whatever prevented price from moving further towards the downside, listen to this, could be there to reject off price again. So there's some sort of limitation that is around this area that you don't necessarily need to be need to take that out of the equation. Price comes there the first time, rejects. You tell yourself that whatever was sitting around that area that was able to reject off price the first time could still be there to reject off price again. And that's how support regions and resistance areas are usually looked out for. So me, as an individual trader who is looking out to actually trade the market based on swing trading, basically what it means is when price gets here, I am going to start looking out for any cues that could show me that there's weakness in continuation, just like price came here and did, and I'm going to start looking forward for price moving back towards the upside. All right. So with that, that is basically what me looking out for swings. So it means that I would probably be sitting on a time frame like the 4-hour time frame to monitor what exactly price is doing around that area. Price gets in there. And if I have to couple with a lower time frame to be able to do that, I have to choose a lower time frame to be able to do that. So defining a time frame basically talks about starts from what kind of trading you want to be doing on the market and how exactly do you want to approach that. So you realize that building a system from the ground up should have all of these areas in there, and you should not leave any part of it out. All right. Now let's move on. Sometimes we explain this, like as simple as that, but it goes really, really deep. All right. And that is what I'm trying to bring forth to you today. All right. Now let's go back into this region. Now, you have to set realistic expectations for the analysis that you have basically made. The result should be quite realistic. And so if I am looking forward to, for instance, swing trade this particular movement towards the upside, and price has started moving towards the upside, one of the things that I'm going to look out for is the fact that since I'm a swing trader, probably I'm looking out for market, going into two different areas. Where are the areas that I'm looking forward to market going to? Okay, I have an initial area around this region that I think market may be able to reach out to. And if market is able to get into that area, what is the next region? Okay, next region is somewhere around this area. Price should be able to get into that particular region. Okay, how long can price take to reach there? Nobody knows. Price would actually unravel gradually. But can it get there? Yes, probably. Price is pushing towards the upside. Based on my analysis and what I've seen, I am studying that, okay, so price could be able to get there. Based on past study, I've seen it happen over and over. Okay, price may be able to get there. So from this particular region, that's a 700 pip move. Now, guess what? I did not actually think that price was going to do that in a day. I actually thought that price was going to spread it across probably 3 or 4 days because gold is very volatile. And so moving from this area to that area was quite realistic for me. That, okay, price may be able to do this from here to that area in 400 pips within a particular day. So as for that one, let me just look out for that. And so when this was moving towards the upside, guess where the take profit was? Just around this particular area. But based on the fundamentals that came in, we had a stronger push towards the upside. I think if it was regular technical, we might have seen price reject off this area and not necessarily just break it easily like that. And so what you have to do is to be able to set realistic expectations for yourself. Now, let me throw this out there. Accept that the market analysis doesn't always lead to immediate profit. And therefore, what comes along is the patience. The patience. Market analysis will not give you the results that you're looking for instantly. And so after you have been able to do that result, there comes the patience to watch market unravel towards that area. So now I want you to ask yourself, why is it that you can analyze the market and say market is going here? I'm looking forward to this particular target hitting in the market. And you still cannot necessarily wait for market to get there. You will come back later and see market has reached that area, but you were not in the trade. Ask yourself, why does this happen? All right. It's because some of us, or one of the factors that I can basically list out is some of us do not necessarily have a lot of patience to wait to see through for market to do what we said it will do. We only come back later to realize that this is what has happened. And it is exactly what we stated that would happen. And a lot of you in here are very good. I stated, in our previous session that a lot of you in here, some of the knowledge that you have is enough for you to actually tackle the market. But what happens? It is the fact that you guys might not necessarily be able to exercise the kind of patience to see through for your knowledge to be able to be done on the market or materialize into real profit that may come into your hands. And so at the end of the day, that is what would be used against you. That patience that you are not able to have is what will be used against you later on. I'll be getting it. Patience comes from the understanding that the outcome takes time. I repeat that. Patience comes from the understanding that the outcome takes time. And therefore, if the outcome takes time, then there is the need to wait to see it materialize. I hope you understand that. Now, let's move on. And so, one must be able to have a realistic expectation. And so, if you're a day trader, and you are looking for day trades on the market, what it basically means is that whatever asset you are trading, you need to know the pair and know the average daily movement of that particular pair. Just like how individuals are able to say on top of their heads, okay, the average daily volume or trading volume, which basically we call ADTV, right? ADTV. The ADTV of the Forex market. Many of you in here can basically say it outright. $7.51 trillion. Okay, every single day, that's market volume being traded on what? On Forex. Many of you can basically say that, but can you actually sit down and say, okay, when I look at the ADTV of GBP USD within a particular range from so to so, averagely, I can be able to tell you that price moves maybe 120 pips per day. So based on that, I can now make a realistic expectation that every single day when I go onto the market, I'm going to be looking forward for 60 pips out of that. And it is okay if some days don't present that because per your expectations, you know that there are some days that market hardly moves. But imagine someone who comes into the market who has not studied that particular pair or that particular asset yet, go in and say, I'm looking for 250 pips on GBP USD every day. Meanwhile, that particular average daily movement per pip of GBP USD might be 120. If you know, what are you going to tell the person? You're going to tell the person, you're looking for 250 in the wrong place. Probably you should go take a look at what? Gold, because gold might be presenting 200 plus pips a day. But if it is 250 you are looking for, then maybe USD is not for you. GBP USD is not for you. And you can outrightly tell the person. And it comes from where? It comes from knowing what exactly you are about. I'll be getting it. It comes from knowing what exactly you are about. Let's move on. The next area, we are going to talk about developing a routine and sticking to it. You need to be able to develop a routine as a trader. If you do not do that, it will be very, very difficult for you. Take, for instance, I studied something over the week between goals and then systems, all right? And then I realized that they are entirely different because some of us, or many of us, set goals. So I can tell my wife that, babe, by the end of the year, we should be able to hit $500,000, right? That is a goal. But after we have just set it outright and say we must be able to hit a target of $500,000, we should be able to create systems that would lead us to generating that $500,000 by the end of the year. I'll be understand. And so it is based on the systems that we will now have plans inculcated within that will gradually take us there. Setting what? Basic systems that would actually be worked upon by the two of us so that we can be able to realize that particular goal. And it is also what? Understandable that it may tarry, it may take time for that particular goal to be reached. And there's a possibility that we might not necessarily reach the target, but we should have been able to get somewhere. That's the thing. There's a possibility that we might not have necessarily hit the target, but we should have been able to get somewhere. All right. So within this particular area, we are going to talk about consistency being key. So after setting the systems, you need to constantly be what? Going through that particular system. So it means that whatever system you are going to be setting should be a system that you can. A system that you can consistently follow, and it will not what? Disturb you. That being said, I'm not saying create something that you are comfortable with. At the end of the day, we say that sometimes you have to go out of your comfort zone. But even out of your comfort zone, you should know that there is a certain limit that when you hit, you cannot necessarily go beyond that. And you should try as much as possible to what? To set that particular realistic expectation and move along with it, and then be consistent. So consistency is the key. So you have to make sure that you are making daily or weekly analysis a habit. So what kind of trader are you? If you are a scalper on the market, then probably daily analysis is supposed to be for you. A daily analysis. What am I going to be doing today? That's the question that you are asking yourself. And it is based on that you pull out what you have already thought to do within the day. So you have it and you are following it. So you might have planned it already from the previous day that today this and this and that. So when you ask the question, what am I going to be doing today? It's all about pulling something out that says, okay, today, this is what we are going to be doing, A, B, C, D. And then we follow through on that. And once we have been able to execute that, guess what? That would also bring what next? Okay, we are here. We have reached this particular milestone. Now what next? Then you basically move along with it. I'm sure you guys are writing down or penning down something. All right. Now, focus on long-term patterns. Focus on long-term patterns, not the short-term noise. From now to about 10 years from today, what do you want to see? And then basically let's work on that. And so most of you are basically just saying that I want to be able to have a house, you know, like it's supposed to be a 4-bedroom house. And then basically I'll get some car, I'll get some business, I'll put in the business. And then you just say it out loud like that. But you realize that there is nothing that is basically governing that. How long are you getting it for? And what are the systems that to put you in place for you to be able to attain that? Is it realistic? So that is how you will be able to differentiate between someone who is saying, oh, within the next 6 months, I should be able to do this. Meanwhile, the person has nothing going and no systems, drawn. And then an individual who has systems drawn and then is able to say, I think based on this system, by 5 years ending, this should have been materialized. And it is okay if it is not materialized then, but we should have gotten somewhere. That's what I want to stress on. We should have gotten somewhere. All right. So we need to be able to dedicate specific time for our market analysis. So what is your time for your market analysis? Now write it down. You must make sure that it goes along with who you are and your personality. An individual might be working all day, and so they only have time right before they sleep, about 30 minutes, to be able to do that. Okay, fair enough. That individual might necessarily be a day trader. And a day trader, you wake up early in the morning, the first thing that you're looking out for is pray, bath, and then be on the move to work. Okay, so what time do you have? What little time do you have? Maybe the time that you have sat in the car towards work. That is when you're going to be listening to the news. You're going to be listening to this, see what exactly data that there is. There's someone who might not necessarily have that time. So they would actually put it on the night before so that they do that analysis before they go into the new day. So already they come into the day with an already processing priority. All right. And let me tell you this about emotion. The chief function of emotion is to reorder already processing priorities. Chief function of emotion is to reorder already processing priorities, which means that sometimes you have priorities. Emotions comes in to reorder those priorities. And if you are not in control, that is how easy it becomes. You have something that you have stated, A, B, C, D. Something else happens and instantly you go D, B, C, A. And that is like our day-to-day living for most of us. And if we do not take care, always something else is going to come up. So you go into a trade, you hit a stop loss, and all of a sudden you are angry. All right. Then you move on to, okay, over trading, revenge trading. By the time you realize the whole money is gone. But if you made a loss first and you have yourself under control, then you know that I have stated that I have only 2 trades to trade per day. Now, let me look out for my next opportunity. But the next opportunity comes along with certain kind of criteria that I need to see before jumping into the market. And if I don't see them, I don't enter the trade. So you can wait the whole day until about 2 p.m. before you see your next trade. So it's not just about you getting stop loss hit in 8 p.m. Then by 8:30, you should have the next. No, it's about what you have as your criteria. So you are following through that. If you do not find anything the whole day, means you only picked 1 trade and that was a loss. Let's come in the next day to see what exactly we have. And until we get to that particular level, we might not be able to move forward. Let's go on. Right. So be objective and data driven. That's what this one, I really love it. All right. We must be objective and data driven. Let the data speak, guys. Let the data speak. You have a way of approaching the market. My criteria into approaching the market is simple. I'm looking at direction. You can write them down, right? I'm looking at direction, which means that I should study on how to identify direction in the market. I'm looking at the structure. Okay, whilst we are going in this direction that I've just identified, that we are going south, how exactly are we traveling towards that particular south? How is the movement like? Is it straight line? Is it in a wavy form? If it's in a straight line, what has that taught me? If it's in a wavy form, what has that taught me? So now that brings me into structure. So direction, then now I'm looking at structure. And this is a whole topic on its own. Direction. Structure is a whole topic on its own. That I can break it down from A to Z, principles and everything. Now, after structure, within that area is where I'll find out, okay, there were some stopping points, all right? There were some stopping and taking off points. Now, within those regions, you know how you can pick a bus. Those who are in my jurisdiction, You can pick a bus from point A and then you say, oh, I'll alight at point B. Someone will also pick from point B and then go and alight at point C. So an individual basically can take point C to point D and then say, between these two areas, now point C is my what? My swing low, point D is my swing high. So this is the new one. So if price is coming back, I'm looking out for what? Continuations on the market. And based on that, an individual can what? Draw forth a kind of entry on the market. And then what next? Wait for market to actually materialize that and then move. So direction, structure, within the structure, you find your significant swing points. Where did they start from? Where did they end? And so some of you who use tools like Fibonacci to measure retracement, this is where you'll be able to identify where to start your Fib retracement from and where to end it. And now you basically look out for what? That retracement coming in. Then once it is coming in, the next thing that you're looking out for is what? It's basically premium and discount. That's for me. All right. Why? Because I understand that as a buyer, I have to have the mindset of discounting things. It needs to come down. That's how you hear people say buy low and sell high. Basically, the same terminology is premium and discount. Buying is for discount areas and selling is for premium areas. Why? Because every seller wants to make profit off of what they sell. And so if you are selling it in a discounted area too low, you might end up selling it without any profit or even going into a loss. And so as an individual trader, you must be able to have this mindset that it's not just about the market. It goes beyond the market. And even the name market that we hear is just like our usual markets that we know about. Sellers in the market will not like to sell things for you at a price where they are going to run at a loss. So why is it then that we come into the market and we forget totally about that and we think that this area is entirely different? No, it's not different. It's a market. We are trading off the price of gold. You are selling. That means in a moment you are a merchant who is giving out a particular, like product at a particular price point. I hope you understand. And if it is at a price point that is rather of a low price and ready to increase, and you sell there, what is exactly is going to happen? It's going to basically take off, and then you make a loss. And that is the kind of mindset that we should be able to have. So let the technicals and data guide your decisions. Don't analyze and just sit back and then say, okay, I analyzed the market. I came back later on, and then you realize that you did something utterly different from what you actually analyzed on the market. All right. And we should be mindful of that. Wait for confirmations before acting. One of the key things that I am usually looking out for is to wait for confirmations. If there's no confirmation, right, this is patience being communicated to you guys. If there is no confirmation, and confirmation comes from criteria, okay, what do I need to see before I jump in on a trade? If that thing does not come in, which is the confirmation, it is a confirmation. So what confirms that I should enter this trade? And until some of us get what we call a confirmation to act on the market, we might be acting amiss. I hope you understand. And this is where we need to get to. Let's move on. All right. You need to avoid overtrading. Now, patience in analysis means waiting for a clear signal or confirmation, as I stated. Whether trend, support, and resistance area. Now, okay, once market has hit your resistance area or support area, just like I was saying, okay, after market has hit here, what do I need to see to tell myself that it is actually ready? Okay, that thing that I need to see, okay, I have seen it. Okay, now we are going towards a particular direction. Let's move. I hope you understand. So that is the confirmation. What confirms? Okay, you have hit this particular low. So some of us do not necessarily have a confirmation. We only trade based on it has hit this region. It is going up, and we jump in. And guess what? Market can remain irrational more than you can remain solvent. I said this at like a conference, and they asked me to repeat it again. Market can remain irrational more than you can remain solvent. See, market can keep going towards the upside, whilst you think that, oh, the capital that I have can hold this. You are lying. Even if you have $1,000 and you have placed 0.01, market can keep going up. You have placed sell 0.01, so you will not place stop loss. Market can keep going out until your $1,000 gets finished in the market. That's what that statement means. Until that your money gets finished. So you can't joke around this area. And that's why we need to see things before we actually act on the market. So devoid of what exactly it is that you enter the market with, you need to see it. And from today onwards, you need to see it. Tell yourself, write it somewhere. I need to see it. I need to see it. I need to see that confirmation. I need to see that key element before I jump in on a trade. So what is your key element? That's the question that I'm going to ask you. What is your key element? All right. Let's move on. Avoid overtrading. Don't force trades. Wait for high probability setups. Don't force trades. I'm sure that for some of us, we are already advanced traders. So you know what high probability setups are. So you can be able to tell yourself that, okay, this is a high probability setup that I'm having in the market. And based on this high probability setup, guess what I'm going to do? I am going to jump in on the market. Okay, this is a B setup. This is a C setup. Doing this would help you know what to risk on what trade. So these are things that has helped me for a very long time. Doing this can help me know what to risk on what trade. So with an account size of about $10,000, right? Or let me bring it all the way down to $1,000. With an account size of $1,000, there are certain trades that I could basically say, oh, every single confirmation, every single criteria that I need to have to confirm me moving into this particular trade has been set. For that purpose, this is an A setup. And I can also say, okay, I have all of these 1, 2, 3, 4 confirmations, but there is 5. But it looks like if I wait for the 5, price might leave me. Okay, so this is a B setup. Because it is a B setup with that 5, what I'm going to do is instead of my usual 0.2 on the market for a trade, I'm going to divide that into 2 and place 0.1 and leave the other 0.1 pending. When I see 5, I can now add the other 0.1 and then move along with it. How many people do this? How many people do this? I have seen the trade, but it is not fully confirmed, even though I have 4 things that shows that this trade might go towards the upside, but the number 5 is not in yet. And so based on that, I don't want to miss out on this trade. So you know what? It's a B setup for me. So I am going to put in 0.1 instead of my usual 0.2. And then later on, if 5 shows up, the 5th criteria shows up, I'm going to add that particular 0.1 to allow the trade to push towards the upside. How many people do this? We would go in on the 0.2, and guess what? There's a story that I keep telling you guys. There was this guy who we were talking about gold market. Price was moving towards a particular direction. And then he came in Trading Academy and then stated that he has blown his $2,000 account. I'm like, what? On what pair? He said on gold. With what lot size? He said 0.2. I said, guy, I know gold. I've watched gold today. Literally, it's the pair I've been watching all day. Gold has been consolidating. Gold has not moved the magnitude that with 0.2, you can blow a $2,000 account. The guys, they know, I've blown the account. I said, open that particular trading account. Let's see. We go into the trading account. This guy has placed 0.2 13 times. I'll never forget this story. 13 times. I'm like, bro, this is not 0.2. If it is A, say it is A. If it is B, say it is B. This is not 0.2. You have entered 0.2 13 times. What does that make? The lot size now becomes what? It's still not 0.2. It's still not 0.2. It has changed. And so we should be able to avoid over trading. You shouldn't force trade. Wait for the high probability setups. Even if it will take a long term, you have to know that trading in itself is a long-term game. And so based on that, if I have only 2 setups within a week, I'm okay. I'll repeat that again. Based on that, if I have 2 setups within a week, I'm okay. Sometimes I want to play around as well. I just deposit funds and then be playing around. But with my professional accounts, forget. Forget. I'm not going to joke with that. I understand. Then limit your criteria for trade entries. Some of you have so many things. Okay, I'm waiting for this indicator to align here when it crosses this, and then also the structure of the market, and then the candlestick versus the formation, and then this, and then that, and then it becomes so much, so chaotic. At the end of the day, you ought to be able to streamline it down to about 3 or 4. All right, that's what we call confluencing. Okay, price is coming towards the downside. It has hit a major support area. There's a tendency for price to move away from here. Okay, next thing that I'm looking out for is candlestick patterns and formation to show that market is actually weak towards the direction in which it was going, or towards the preceding price action. So then there's a possibility it might turn around here. Based on that, let me keep watch. You wait until that one comes in. Okay, now that that one has come in, what next? I'm looking forward for my stop loss to be a little. So I'm looking forward for a pullback into this price point. When price gets there, that's where I pick my trade. So maybe support and resistance areas, candlestick, and a pullback into your demand region. Basically, that is it. Your criteria for taking that trade, that particular trade, that is it. Another trade comes in, your criteria is you have seen market structure break towards the upside. Market has started pulling back towards the downside. You have seen an order block areas for those who trade SMC and then the ICT. I've seen an order block area, or for those who trade the loss of the swing strategy, the LOTS strategy. We will basically say, okay, I've seen a demand region around this area that market might come into and then what? Shoot away from there. Okay, I'm waiting for price to fall into that demand. Once price falls into that demand, the next thing is, let me look out for the final key element, my confirmation of what? COF, or my confirmation of candle of focus to shoot towards the upside. Basically, that is it. We must be able to limit the criteria so that we do not burn ourselves, because the mind is in such a way that if it's trying to protect you, so the moment you start doing a lot, it becomes too chaotic and then it blocks you out instantly. And that is where a lot of people, because they do not know what they are doing in the market, or they, okay, then let me just enter the trade. It's going, let me enter the trade. Now, some individuals who basically place trade based on it has gone to the top too much, so I think that it should start turning around already. There are people like that. I'm not going to joke with you. There are people like that who make statements like that, because I think it has gone towards the upside too much. It should start dropping already. And that's one of the funny ways of trading. All right. Because it can keep going towards the upside. All right. Now let's move on. Stay calm. Some of us should be able to learn how to stay calm. Some of us should be able to learn how to stay calm. Recognize the market noise, avoid the impulsive reactions, stick to your analysis despite the short-term fluctuations in the market. Stay calm, because you know why? How many times have you done your analysis, seen that price is going to reject off this area? I'm waiting for price to get into that area. Once it gets into that area, I'll look out for the criteria for entry. Once I enter the market, I'm going bullish. Market gets there, and there's a whole lot of choppiness, ranging, accumulation, consolidation within that area that you entirely forget that you said when market gets here, I'm looking out for buys. By the time you realize you are either in sales, you are either not taking the trade or something, and then just about 4 hours later or 2 hours later, you come back into the market and then you realize that it has perfectly aligned with that particular analysis that you did towards the upside. Perfect. Perfect. I'm talking perfect. How many of you has this happened to? And then you realize that it's because that you are listening to the noise too much. You stick to that particular word, stick to that particular energy flow, stick to that particular energy flow. So as time goes on, I'll take you into technical, right? Subsequent sessions. I'll take you into the technical, and I'll show you how myself and my team watch the market, and basically we have targeted points that we are going to exit the market. There is something that we need to see for an invalidation. All right. And I'm going to teach all that on TP Masterclass subsequently, right? There's something peculiar that you need to see for you to know that, okay, market has invalidated this particular direction. And so let me jump out of the trade now. And so you save yourself of that particular stress of having to enter a trade, go all the way to about 200 pips. Market turns around and brings you all the way back and then hits you at stop loss or hits you out of that trade at entry. Meanwhile, you're expecting that trade to go 500 pips. Then guess what? After hitting you out, trade flies 500 pips. You save yourself that stress. And if market hits that area and starts coming down, you can actually ride it down until it's ready to move up again. You ride it back. So you have basically gotten 3 trades instead of you getting one that basically comes all the way down to take you out and frustrate you. I hope you understand. Yeah. and you need to stick to your analysis. Despite anything, stick to your analysis. Once you are able to sit down and analyze the market and say, this is what I'm looking to see in the market based on the strategy that I create. One, trust that it is going to happen and stick to that particular analysis. If it doesn't happen, do it again the next time. If it doesn't happen, do it again the next time, because that is your strategy. And you should have been able to test that particular strategy for different market dynamics. How we get it? Let's move on. Develop emotional resilience. Usually when I come to emotions, I don't usually talk about it too much, because Clifford Cheqona does a good job of delving much into what psychology and then, emotions that comes along with trading, and then not just trading, about life in general. But over here, I sort of just put this in here to remind people that controlling emotions during losses or market volatility is very, very important. How many people blew their account in NFP yesterday? If you blew your account in NFP, raise your hand in the comment section. Just raise your hand. If you blew your account in NFP yesterday, raise your hand. And how much exactly did you lose on the market? Let's say I want to balance you that money. Yeah. So how many? Just raise your hand. If you blew your account in NFP yesterday, raise your hand and tell me how much exactly it is. You see how many people will start telling you how much exactly they lost in the market based on not being able to control themselves during that particular market volatility. Someone says, if I traded, I would have blown the account. How to get it? Right. And you can see the hands in there. And there are a lot of people who might never raise their hands, but they are a part of this. They are a part of it. Also, one of the things that we must be able to know that setbacks are a part of it. They are part of the process. Setbacks. They will definitely come. Now, the ideology of many of us is that setbacks might never have to come in. And so it's supposed to be a smooth journey. No. Even Jesus Christ was tested. Even Jesus Christ was tested. There are certain points where there were a lot of setbacks, but he had to move forward. And so setbacks are a part of our learning opportunities. We should take them as what? Learning opportunities instead of things that will beat us down. And so it is setback that has actually beaten a lot of people to say, I quit in wherever endeavor that you are what in. But you should understand that those setbacks could actually be stepping stones. I listened to Kennedy Japan just this morning, talking about on a podcast, talking about how certain kind of setbacks came in. And he was asked a question, do you think that these setbacks actually helped or, was sort of a stepping stone to where you are, one of the richest people in Ghana currently? And he said, yeah, he feels like a lot of people, because they did not go through such setbacks, they are not able to handle such situations when they come forth in the future. And sometimes, God forbid for anybody, sometimes those setbacks that come in, as meager as they are, or as small as they are, as infinitesimal as they are in the early journey, would save you of a stress that would have been very, big or humongous. All right. But because some people have not gone through that particular infinitesimal test that come through, that they basically say, oh, this thing is really disturbing. Okay, I quit. And then because they have not gone through, along the way, somewhere that they are at the very top, that is when the fall is devastating. They say when you are at the very top, the fall is very devastating. And you should be able to understand that. So I set the setbacks as what? As a learning opportunity. Practice patience with backtesting. Backtesting strategies to improve your understanding needs a lot of patience. It's not just going through. No. Sometimes you have to take your time. Backtesting is basically going back into the chart. So what I'm basically doing is, I've seen something happen on the chart over and over, and I want to use it as one of my entry criteria. But I need to go back into the chart and then see how exactly it unravels over and over. All right. I don't necessarily have to just go through, okay, oh, this is one. Oh, okay. Oh, this is another one. Oh, okay. This is another one. Hey, this thing has been happening a lot in the market. No, I'm adding it to my criteria. No. No, that's not how we built it. We went all the way back to years, backtesting one particular pair at a time, and even noticing, you realize that, okay, let me move from this pair and go to a different pair altogether and see if it is the same effect I'm going to get on there. So when I come to GBP USD, I'm going through GBP USD to see if it is the same thing that happens on here. And if it is, like I'm going to go to Euro USD, take my time. And sometimes back testing alone can take you about 3 good months to back test a particular thing on the market through different pairs, through several pairs, to know that, okay, it does not work well on pound pairs. It does not work well on currencies. It only works on gold. As for this one, if it is on gold, that's fine. But if you're applying it on any currency pair, it might not work optimally as you think that it's supposed to work. And that is the mindset that we must be able to develop at a point in time. That is the mindset we must be able to have at a point in time. And then we trust the process and learn from that historical data and make sure that what we are growing along with it. Finally, I'm going to talk about this. One of the key things that helped me was reflecting and adjusting. Sometimes we need to be able to adjust ourselves. What is the word adjusting? Adjusting simply means what? Realigning, right? Realigning yourself to a different position other than where you were before. Basically, that is it. So reflecting is also a pondering over, all right? So post-trade analysis. How many people do post-trade analysis? Okay, I've picked the trade. I've made a profit of $200. How many people sit down and say, let me take a look at how the process, did it go through the exact process that I said it will go through? Or there is something little that was introduced in there so that later on in future, that particular continual learning would foster my patience. So I see it somewhere again, it's not going as planned. There was something that was introduced in there. I'm like, okay, no problem. It's not always that it's going to go this way. So later on, when I find that that same thing is happening, I'm like, I remember when I said it was supposed to do this, but this was introduced in there, but it still went my direction. Now I am looking out for how this exactly is going to go. And I'm going to stay true to it and wait until it is done. I'll be getting. Continual learning, ladies and gentlemen, fosters patience. It fosters market expertise. You would basically grow later to realize that there is more to continual learning. A lot of people say, I've found a niche, and basically that is it. No. Great people, you find that they never stop learning. Over and over, the learning continues. Nobody can be absolutely fearless. Nobody can be absolute in life. You would definitely need something in addition from time to time. And that is why it is necessary for us to keep moving forward and continually learning, reflecting, and adjusting. There are areas that you need to realign your position in order for it to be good for you. And until you do that, you might not necessarily be able to move forward. Ladies and gentlemen, my name remains Emmanuel Napoado, popularly known in the trading space as Cheqona, and I'm handing over to the next segment. Let's look out for Clifford Cheqona. Thank you so much for having me.
It's a mind game. You heard me. Trading is a mind game. Fix your mind, fix your trading. Fix your mind, fix your trading. It's a mind game. You heard me. Trading is a mind game. Fix your mind, fix your trading. Fix your mind, fix your trading.
What is the TP family, and how do you become part of it? Don't worry. If you're watching this, you're already part of the TP family. Now, before you ask, no, it's not take profit. That's the first thing traders think, right? TP stands for trading psychology. When Cliff Cheqona created this community, he didn't want to make it all about himself. He wanted to create a space for traders built around a simple truth. Most traders lose because their mindset isn't ready for success. So what's the TP family? It's not a company. It's not an organization. It's a movement of traders who are done chasing shortcuts, done trading emotionally, and done feeling like they're alone in this journey. Now, let me be clear. We're not here to build another Telegram or Discord group. You don't need more chats or endless notifications. All you have to do is follow our content on YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. That's where we deliver everything. Masterclasses, podcast clips, mindset tips, and even those hard truths no one else will tell you about trading. Our vision for 2025 is simple. Education. We teach traders what really matters, not just strategies, but the mindset behind them. Through our TP Masterclass, podcasts, and content, we make sure traders know how to manage themselves first. Community. The TP family is all about connection, but instead of chat rooms, we meet through meaningful content that actually helps you grow. Tools. We're creating journals, simulations, and practical resources to help you track your progress and improve your trading behavior. The TP family is here to change the way traders think forever. We're not about quick wins. We're about creating strong, resilient, unstoppable traders. Welcome to the movement. Let's make 2025 the year you fix your mind and fix your trading.
It's a mind game. You heard me. Trading is a mind game. Fix your mind, fix your trading. Fix your mind, fix your trading.
All right, so basically, sorry about that, guys. Sorry for the technical difficulty. So basically, I'm saying that if you can hear me now, drop some number ones in the chat right now. How are you? Okay. No, they can hear me now. All right, guys. So I just want to say that thank you so much for every single thing you guys have done for me in the previous. Thank you. At the end of the day, I just want to say thank you to each and every single one of you. Thank you so much. I really genuinely appreciate it. I just want to say thank you for last week. It was, first of all, I just want to thank God first. Most importantly, you know, people learned a lot, and I just want to say thank you. Most importantly, also, I just want to thank you for the TP family. God bless you. God bless the speakers from each and every single person to the host. God bless you all. To those who were in-house in Dubai as well, God bless you. Thank you so much. Last week was a blessing. I learned a lot as well, meeting people for the first time here in Dubai. You know, the conversation was beautiful. We ate together. After the event, we actually stayed together for almost, I think, 3 hours, if I'm not mistaken, correct? 3 hours, yes. So 3 hours. We did stay together, we ate together, and so on and so forth. So I just want to say thank you, guys. The video is still re-uploaded, so if you want to go back and watch it again, go and watch it back. And also any mistakes that we made during that event, also as a team, of course, we are always going to be improving. For those who didn't receive the location address earlier, sorry as well. But all the same, everything was great. I just want to start with that. That is the first thing I want to do. Before I go into the teaching today, I just really want to genuinely explain something a little bit. But before I do that, a couple of few announcements. The first one is all those asking me about the Cleos Pro program. That program, the onboarding process is not as fast as you guys think, because this is not something you are paying for. This is not something that you are basically paying as a client. This is something that you are being tested for as your skill, so that an account will be given to you for you to manage. So the process is not the same as how you just go onto any platform and you click buy and you pay for a platform or, you know, a prop firm account. It's not the same. So be patient. You know, your interview time will get to you. Sometimes you may not receive any email because during the questions, maybe your answers didn't fit what you're looking for at that moment. So all the same, you have to be patient. That is the first announcement I want to give. The second one as well is we promised that we were going to start our TP family get together event. The get together is different. It's different from the masterclass. The get together is different from the masterclass. So the masterclass is basically where we teach people as TP family meeting in a location for the first time. That was like what we did here in Dubai. So that was the first time. And then we have a get together coming up, whereby every single member in the TP family in different locations, they will meet together for the first time, whereby they could, just talk, have fun, and so on and so forth. You can invite people and so on and so forth. And the only way we can assure that we are doing the right thing the team and we decided to structure a system that we will onboard representatives, people that will represent TP Family Global, because we are growing. In fact, right now, if I ask you guys to let me know where you're tuning in from, we will have people from different directions, from Nigeria, Ghana, United States. We will do that soon, but I'm pretty much sure that, we are mostly global, those who watch us online and those who even view it after the masterclass. So the TP Family Get Together event is coming up as well. We are planning on doing it this year, but we don't know yet because we need to go through the process properly. You know that as a community, we are very structured in the things that we do. And so we will highly appreciate you guys to be patient. But I'm going to let the media bring something up on the screen. It is called the TP Family Global Rep Form. Okay, so it's a representation form. As you guys can see, it's a representation form. And I want you guys to take a screenshot of this so that you can scan this. Okay, take a screenshot of this so that you can scan this. Now, when you scan this, you are going to fill this form. Now, let me take a minute to explain what this form simply means. So this form means that you are interested to represent TP Family in your local area or in your country. Now, filling this form does not necessarily mean that we are going to give you that privilege now, but it doesn't mean that it means that you have to have some higher level of qualification. No, what we need first is your heart, your belief system for this community and what God is doing in and through our life, and you want to be part of it. And so you will fill this form, and the team will onboard you. And I will have a training with every single person. We will have a training in all dimensions, in leadership, in trading as a whole, because of course, beyond just even being a global community whereby we are trying to transform minds and raise kingdom aligned leaders, we are also traders because we need resources, and trading is a skill set. So these people will get the opportunity. I will train them. I will work with them. The team will work with you. We will make sure that you are aligned with the vision, the mandate, and every single thing. And you will now represent your country or your city. What this simply means is that by now you should know that this community is not about Cliff. By now you should know that I'm not the only one. I'm not the only one who can do the things we are doing. People need the information. They need a skill set. They need a community of like-minded people, because there is a saying that the 2 or 3 or 4 people you hang out with, you become the fifth one. Some of you guys you want to hang out with like-minded people, but you don't know where they are. And I want to do the connection. Now, the reason being is because, as you guys can see, I don't have any Telegram channel. I don't have any WhatsApp group. I don't have none of that. The reason being is because if you think that this community is giving you value, you know where to find our stuffs. I don't need to chase you around. You know what you want. You are a grown-up individual. You know what you like. You know what you don't like. If this masterclass and this community is not benefiting you, nobody can force you. And so we don't have any Telegram channel. There is a saying that ATM machines don't have a Telegram channel, but you know where to go when you need money. So if something is giving you value, you know where to find it. And so scan this form, fill it. It doesn't matter. Many people can fill it. And even if, we are selecting one people, we will still bring people together in that order, so that when after the 30 days training is done, we will now pick up a date together. Okay? Together. Now, these individuals, you guys, your opinions matters. If you tell me, Cliff, let's do this for the TP family in Nigeria, we will see how we can do it. If you say, let's do a TP family, something for people in Ghana, we will see how we can do it. So it's not just a Cliff Cheqona vision. It's for all of us. And what is the vision? The vision is quite very simple. The goal is to transform minds, whether a trader's mind, a doctor's mind, whether an engineer's mind, it doesn't matter. To transform your mind and raise kingdom-aligned leaders through what? Psychological, spiritual, and practical truth. And so one man cannot do this alone. It's very important that you understand this. So in order for you to become a representative, you fill this form and we will get back to you. That is the next. If you guys are excited, currently right now, let me even know where you are tuning in from. And don't forget to invite somebody to this masterclass today, because you guys are going to be learning a lot. I'm going to really break down some foundations I believe will transform people's life. But first of all, let me say hello to each and every single person, at least 5 or 10 people that I can in the comment section right now. Let me see how you guys are doing. And please don't forget to invite somebody to this masterclass. I think currently right now, the information you are hearing, you want to invite somebody. Before I go to the last explanation, and then we go into today's segment, okay? So let me say hello to every single person in the comment. Let me go into the comment. Who do we have here? We have Dubai in the house. We have Rock. UK in the house. Wachiland. Wachiland simply means Ghana. Ghana land. Is that the Wachi that I know? Is that the same thing? I just want to understand. Can you help me, Raphael? So Uganda, we have Chief. Nelson said Chief Cliff, not Chief, not Chief. You are the Chief. Kenya in the house, Gambia in the house, UK in the house, Nigeria in the house. All right, guys, as I'm telling you, so we have so many people on this masterclass that is like, in different locations. So I think this will be very important. Patrick is from Rwanda. Nice to meet you, Patrick. He here. Okay, who is the he here? Is that Somalia? Okay, so all right, guys, nice to meet you guys. Okay, we're gonna go into today's segment, and please don't forget, go and invite somebody to come to this masterclass. Okay, very important. Just invite 1 or 2 people. It's very important. Okay, I'm gonna share my screen quickly, and then we take it out from there. Okay, let me share my screen. I want you guys to pay attention to this YouTube channel right here. As you guys can see, I want to show you something. There are a couple of few things that we are doing currently right now that a lot of people still don't understand. I want to take the opportunity to explain. So the first thing I want you to understand is this. When you come on YouTube, there is home. Very soon, you guys will see a video. I will put a video here that explains the mandate and everything we are doing very soon. But let's start from the posts, okay? I want to explain something. So over here, as you guys can see, every single Monday to Friday, we post declarations like this. There is a reason for this declaration. It is not just somebody writing something for you to waste your time. There is a reason really for this. The reason for this is the part of the trading psychology I teach you guys regarding mindset rewiring in the area of identity. And you cannot be able to rewire your identity if you don't speak against the things that contradict where you want to go. And so every single morning, I try my best to make sure right after my prayers or during my prayers, I try to make sure I deliver a certain kind of words that I believe will edify your spirit, your soul, and your mind so that you will speak it out loud. Whether you stand in front of a mirror, whether you pick up your phone and you look at your face, but you have to declare it. It's very important that you understand that. So it is not only just declaration though. Over here, I try my best to put a lot of announcement. For example, we do have this whole audio coming up. It's called Trading is a Mind Game. 4 audios. It's not that long, but 4 audios which will be released across all platforms. I'm pretty much sure by Tuesday or Wednesday, Monday or Tuesday, it should be live and you guys will see it on all the platforms listed now. So here is the posts. Over here, you can be able to see all the announcement, all the things that go on in here. Every single thing we posted here and so on and so forth. So this is a place where if you want to hear about any announcement, whatever, whether it's not on Instagram or so, you can find it here as well. I think, guys, when I opened the YouTube, we were at 16.9K, and currently right now we just hit 17K live right now. And I just want you to drop some number ones in the chat for the whole entire TP family global. It's just funny when I just look at it right now, we moved from 16.9K to 17K at this moment. God is good. Thank you so much, guys, for everyone you invite as well. So now the post session here is for that. Now, when you go to the playlist, I do have some couple of playlists here, and these playlists are intentionally structured. As you can see over here, I have what I call psychoanalysis visuals. These playlists is going to be updated. We have what we call TP Masterclass offline. So the one that we did last week is updated here. We have mindset shift audios. Many mindset shift audios will be added to this. Then we have trading psychology masterclass with Cliff Cheqona, which is this one that we are having now. They all come here. And if you are somebody that you have also not gotten the opportunity to meet Jesus, I also have a public evangelical, playlist also over here for you. When you now go to the videos, we have a couple of few videos here as well that also helps people to be able to understand some couple of few short videos that will give you some perspective change and so on and so forth. So the YouTube is a place where we are arranging things that will be able to help you guys grow. Now, I want you guys to listen to me carefully now. There is a reason why I'm showing you this. A lot of people don't really understand this, but there's a reason why I'm showing you this. And I want you to listen to this carefully now. You see, when it comes to this industry, there is something that is very common. And that thing that is common is that if somebody is not doing what everybody is doing, then it must not be what it's supposed to be. It's not true. First of all, you need to listen to this carefully now. When I started trading in 2012, I didn't know what I was doing. Blowing an account, I didn't even know it was called blowing an account. I thought I was just losing money. I didn't know I was blowing it. Yes, I know it's English, but now the terminology is quite very simple, blow an account. But I didn't know I was blowing an account. So I want you guys to understand that from 2012 to 2015, there were many things that I was confused about. I didn't really understand a lot of things. And so one thing I didn't understand is what fuels my understanding right now, and I teach the way I teach. Listen to this carefully now. You see, in every single thing that you do in this world, okay? In every single thing that you do in this world, if you want to learn a certain skill, you don't learn the things you want. You learn the things allocated for the comprehension of that particular skill. So if somebody wants to go to school to become a doctor, it's not a buffet of knowledge. If somebody wants to go to school and become an engineer, it's not a buffet of knowledge. If somebody wants to go to school and become any type of a profession, it's not a buffet of knowledge, meaning you don't choose what you want. The only issue right now is the infrastructures and the structures that are in this industry called financial market. It's not built for the average retail trader to make money. Education in the system being one of them. What I simply mean is this. You don't just get up and wake up and go to a country and say, I want to start a school. There is a regulated board that makes you the only issue right now is that retail traders, we don't have those structures and we don't have those infrastructures. And so what is happening right now is that the knowledge is scattered, and the knowledge is based on the desire and the feelings of a mentor or an institution. So what I simply mean is this. It is not structured in a way that you go through a journey to know when you are going to complete. So if you start today that you want to become a trader, the question becomes, when are you going to get the skill? And when is this skill going to be effective to make you money? There isn't a structured body of a system that control and direct the path. So if you want to go to any university in this world, whether in Ghana, Nigeria, whether in Dubai, there are open windows for semesters whereby you can enroll to become a student. And when that window closes, they need to close the onboarding of the students. And so they know when 200 people entered and when 200 people must come out. If by any reason 200 people don't come out, it means either the person failed or they dropped out. But in trading as the financial market, it is not like that. So what that simply means is that people choose when they want to study. People onboard into an institution or into a mentorship program whenever they want. People onboard into systems whenever they want. And so if there is a lot of people under one mentorship, it is very difficult for the mentor to be able to direct and navigate your path for the growth needed for the results you are looking for. So that is a big problem now, because we don't even know who is qualified to teach what not. Are you guys with me? It's not because it was an intentional act. It is the way human beings are when you leave something to be created through try and error. Because human beings, we are survivors. So we know that the financial market is a very beautiful place to make money. It is true. Believe me. Very true. So if there is no regulated system and structures to help people, people will help themselves. whether it by going on YouTube to go find videos to watch, or whether going on anywhere on the internet to find information. They will do that because they are desperate to survive. And so this is a call for every mentor. This is a call for everyone who wants to be a leader, teaching people, and wants to come together to form a structure of training people. You can't do it alone. You shouldn't do it alone, and it's not fair to do it alone because you will get exhausted, you will get tired. Only you cannot mentor the whole world. And only you cannot carry the information needed. This was the inspiration and the motivation behind why all I teach is trading psychology. The reason being is because me alone cannot teach people everything. So when you find out that Kema Trace is on this live stream, it's not because he's a very good friend of mine, but because Cliff Cheqona understands and he has humbled himself that he can't teach the whole world the things of the industry. Are you guys with me? And so sometimes when I see comment from people and they are saying, why is he only teaching trading psychology? I laugh because it is the most common way people see things. But one person alone cannot teach you everything. Why? Because in this industry, there are dimensions of knowledge you need to understand. For example, you cannot become a good trader if all you know is trading strategy. You can't be a good trader if all you have is a good mindset. You can't be a good trader if all you have is risk management. And you can't be a good trader if all you have is proper computer and tools and platforms. It has to be a body of a structured knowledge. That means so imagine yourself right now walking into an institution and they call that institution trading institution. What you are going to be learning, number one, is not only just a strategy. As a trader, you need to understand finance and economics. You need to be able to understand all these things. So for example, the average individual who knows nothing about business is wondering why he doesn't still understand supply and demand. Because supply and demand is not a trading view, rectangular shape of a candlestick connection. Supply and demand is a business terminology. That simply means in order for any goods and services to move, there must be a supplier and there must be a demand. This is not a topic you study on TradingView. It's a topic you study under economics. It's an economic model. And while you are under economics, you will understand economic indicators connected to fundamental understanding of the market. That is where you understand that in terms of trading currency pairs, there is going to be appreciation and depreciation of a currency. And therefore, XYZ simply means this. That is a whole dimension of a curriculum. Before you even come to trading strategy development, it's called data and analysis department of education, whereby you can pick a certain data and break it down and predict what it can happen. That is where weather forecast is able to say, based on this data, it is possible that it will rain in Dubai. It is in the area of understanding how to pick up numbers and break down data. Then you now enter into risk management. It is where you understand that you have to be able to know how to manage capital and manage risk. Because in this life and in everything, there are probabilities of things going south. So risk management is not just a topic under trading. It's a topic in every dimension of industry, including flying a plane. It is because of risk management that a pilot is trained to understand there could be an accident. Therefore, we will train you for you to experience accident situation. They call it simulation programs. That makes it look like you are crashing. What would you do? So they are back testing accident to survive when it happens for real. Risk management understanding. Then there is another dimension called psychology. And I'm praying that there is a day coming, somebody listening to me right now, you will be trained in a way that you understand risk management to the point that you will only open a YouTube channel that only focuses on risk management. That traders can say, if I want to learn trading psychology, I will go to these pages. If I want to learn risk management, I will go to these pages. And we all work together like a group of network, building a generation of like-minded traders with proper understanding and structure. This is what is missing. So when you hear me saying the infrastructures in the financial market is not built for the average retail trader to make money, this is what I mean. People are busy comparing themselves to themselves, who bought the G-Wagon Brabus and who doesn't have a Lamborghini. It's not necessary anymore. Enough is enough. People have real struggles and real problems. It's either you tell them this is how trading works and they will say, I will not learn it, than for you to lie to them. Trading is a serious business. And until you understand that, you'll be going around looking for holy grail strategies and it doesn't exist. That is the truth. It's a game of probabilities and it's a business structure. So when you come on this channel and all I'm talking about is trading psychology, it doesn't mean that is all that we know. But in order for us to foster a movement, we ourselves need to respect the understanding of what is missing. Are you guys with me? It's very important that you understand the vision. So when you are building something, when you realize on my videos in the beginning, we were talking about foundations of things. Foundations. Now you guys are growing. There are some of you guys that can say things that we said many months ago. Why? You grow. Maturity is happening in your mind. So what is trading psychology? Today, I really want to break down something for somebody. What is trading psychology? Can you call it for me? What is trading psychology? Trading psychology simply means the ability for you to be able to understand your mindset, your emotions, and your behavior. I hope by now you guys understand this. When you pick up the word logi, logi simply means the study of. So when you say biology, it means the study of nature, humans, and all of those things. When you talk about pharmacology, it is a study of medicine. Medications, to be precise. So when you say psychology, it means the study of the human mind, the emotions, and the behavior of the individual. So when you say trading psychology, you are basically saying the mindset and the behavior and the emotions of that trader. Are you guys with me? So simple terms, that is the meaning of trading psychology. Now, why is it important to you? People ask me, Cliff, do I learn strategy first or psychology first? Don't ask that question. It is a question for ignorant people and ignorant traders. Don't ask that question. If it's like you asking me my neck and my head, which one of them is important? It's a question that is not necessary to ask. Both of them are. You take off the neck, there is no head. You take off the head, there is no need for the neck. So trading psychology is not important than strategy or risk management understanding. No, it's a body of knowledge. You need all of it together to function well. So you may have heard me saying this before, that trading psychology is not what makes you money per se. Trading psychology helps you to survive when things don't go your way. Because most times it won't. So when you deposit a certain amount of money in the account, if it goes south, you don't cry. Not because you were a hard guy, but because you are emotionally regulated in understanding, in practical truth, and by spiritual identity. Are you guys with me? So trading psychology is not important than edge when it comes to technicalities. And technical analysis is not important than trading psychology. It's a body of a system. So it's like saying digestive system. Everything within your digestive system is important. You don't take one out just because that is what you need. No, I never said that. And I've never said that. It's people that is misunderstanding the concept. So you will find many videos on YouTube that says trading psychology or strategy. It's like saying the leg or the boot. Imagine you want to be a professional footballer to play on a professional pitch. And you are asking, which one of them is important, my leg or the boot? You can have a great leg. Without the right boot, they will not let you play. And if you have the boots and you have the legs, you can also play. So there are some questions you don't even need to ask. It's like basically when people are thinking whether how can they become good Christians. So they think things like, okay, I'm dating this one girl and is kissing bad, before marriage. I get your question, but you're not asking because you want to know. You are asking to justify your things. So people don't like studying the psychological aspect in trading. You know why? It is the only part of the education that makes you focus on you. And people hate looking at themselves knowing that the issue could be them. Because when you look at technical analysis, it's so easy to say the reason why I lost money is because the POI was off key, or because I missed the BOS, or I missed the CHOCH, or I missed the FVG. It's because it's easy for you to point at the market and say that. But what if the issue is because you got emotional? It's because you are afraid of winning. So trading psychology is painful and difficult to study because the more you study it, the more you see a reflection of what could be causing the problem. Are you guys with me? So trading psychology is not about studying or hearing me talk. It's that every single time you come on this masterclass and you hear me speak, you are using the information I'm giving you to study yourself. That is psychology. The study of. So I can't study psychology for you. That is why you will never see me making a video saying things like, let me solve your psychology. I can't solve it for you. Only you can solve your psyche. When you decide to learn about you, you can see that there is a lot of passion in my heart because enough is enough. People must become. You must become. Enough is enough. Wherever you are right now, tell yourself that you are casting out every unnecessary ignorance from your life. You will study the whole concept of trading. You will study and it will take time, but you will wait. You will not become a millionaire tomorrow. That is not how it works. The same way it takes time to be a doctor, it takes time to be a trader. So you will not see me putting videos out there with the title, let me fix your trading psychology. I can't fix it for you. I can help you though to understand the mindset and your behavior and your emotions. Are you guys with me? Very important. So when you come on these sessions, I am not helping you necessarily. You are helping yourself by paying attention. So when I tell you things like get up and shake it off and say, I am focused, I am focused. It's not for me, it's for you. Because you don't want to be distracted. If I post the declarations and I say, tell yourself I am going forward, it's not for me, it's for you. It is very important that you understand this. You must be angry to a certain level to learn certain things. Forget about the naysayers who keep on saying things like, is it important? Forget about them. If they think they will just study a portion of the knowledge and become successful, let them try it. Let them try it. Let them keep on following the mentors who are making money from rebates, making them believe they can trade from the beach and they can trade from the club and they can trade from anywhere they want and make money. Let them try it. It is very important you guys understand this, that there is a season that you must say enough is enough. You will learn the right way and you will grow. So now when you come onto these calls, now you understand what you are learning. That trading psychology is the study of. So when they ask you, what are you doing? You will not say you are joining Cliff Cheqona's session. You will say, I am studying my mindset, my behavior, and my emotions. Trading psychology. Now let me explore something to you. Listen to this carefully now. Imagine yourself going to the school. I have not started my session yet, but stay with me. Imagine you go to the school. If this is all that we do today and somebody gets a deliverance in the area of why they should be serious with this topic, then I'm done for today. I've not introduced my topic yet, but listen to me carefully now. Imagine yourself going into any institution, like you want to become a doctor. When you go and you tell the school you want to become a doctor, in fact, they will laugh in your head and say, oh, you want to be a doctor, eh? That is very good. Because they know the journey is long, but short at the same time. It's long for the person who is not willing to go through the process, and it's short for the person who is willing and determined to learn. Because when you become a doctor, you have already become a doctor. So imagine yourself entering into a school, and they call the school a doctor school. And imagine one guy also going to a school, and that school is called a trading school. But this person have different departments, as I told you guys. Are you guys with me? Instead of me writing on the board now, I'm going to do the illustration here for you guys on the whiteboard. I really want you guys to understand this, please. Please. I really want you guys to understand this conversation. It's very, very important. I'm going to bring the whiteboard on the screen right now. And I want to use a laptop so that it will be bigger and clearer for you guys to see it. And I want you to watch me. Can you guys see my screen? Okay, watch this. So let's say this is the guy. He wants to become a doctor. So he went to a doctor school. Okay? And this person wants to become a trader. So he went to a trader school. Now, becoming a doctor, there are different faculties. I'm sure there are doctors here on this call. In any point of time, if I'm wrong, correct me. But to become a doctor, there are different faculties different faculties. Same thing as becoming a trader, there are different faculties. But in that faculty, there are different curriculums and topics within the structure. Are you guys with me? So a doctor is not only just going to study how to use a scalpel. No, there are different dimensions. But I want you to let's go to the faculty. And we call this faculty trading psychology. Stay with me. So let's say this doctor is studying to become a doctor, and this trader is studying to become mentally trained in the area of just the psychological faculty. There is trading, risk management, all that. Let's focus on trading psychology for this to get the analogy. So this doctor, in order for him to understand trading psychology, okay, I'm going to basically connect what doctors study to become a doctor, couple of few examples, and connect it to trading psychology. So the first thing is what we call the human anatomy. There is no way you can become a doctor without studying the human anatomy. So imagine yourself in the school, in an institution. You are a trader. This person is a doctor. While they are busy studying human anatomy, and you two want to fix your mind, to fix your trading, what you are going to be studying is self-awareness. Are you guys with me? Self-awareness. So now, next time when you see me making a video about identity vacuum, it's not just a video. It's a video to let you understand yourself. So when you see me teaching about the topics under self-awareness of the you behind the strategy, you are no more confused because you are studying yourself. If you see me telling you guys, go and take the TP test, it's not for me, it's for yourself. Self-awareness is the first step in becoming better, studying you. So you cannot become a doctor without having no foundation about the human anatomy. You don't understand the skeletal system. You don't understand the digestive system. You don't understand the nervous system. It's impossible for you to understand the human anatomy. So the same way as a trader, you are studying self-awareness. You need to know who you are, what triggers your emotions, what makes you angry. What are the things you don't even want to face about yourself? No problem. That is why when you come to the school, one of the things that I can do is to basically give you a test to know thyself. Are you guys with me? To help you to know thyself. Very, very, very important. It's for you to be able to know thyself. Okay? So you need to be able to realize that at the end of the day, studying yourself is the first stage when it comes to trading psychology. Now you understand, trading psychology simply means the study of. So now imagine two people. One person is studying, right? Two people, and one person is studying to become a doctor. The other person is studying to become a trader. So one of the things that you need to be able to understand is this. You are not going to be able to make it simple for you. Just hand me the toss, okay? Okay. So you need to be able to understand that it's quite very simple. Very simple. A doctor is studying human anatomy, and a trader who wants to fix their mind is studying self-awareness. Very, very important. So I want to do this illustration. Is it possible they can see the screen? Yeah? Perfect. So let me put it this way. Okay? Let me put it this way. Let me stop sharing the screen, and let me bring it down here like this. I want to stand up a little bit so I'm not getting exhausted. I want you guys to watch this. So there is a doctor here, and there is a trader here. If you guys can see my screen, drop some ones in the chat for me. What is the issue? What is it? So at the end of the day, you need to be able to understand that a doctor wants to study to become a doctor. We have what we call human anatomy. The trader is studying self-awareness. Same students in the school, but different faculties. Are you guys with me? Now, studying anatomy means you are understanding how the body and every single thing work. Are you guys okay? Self-awareness, you need to know who you are as an individual. Know who you are as a trader. An individual. It's very, very important. An individual. Then we have what we call the pathology. Doctors will study pathology. is basically the study of diseases. Why should a doctor study diseases? A doctor is able to study diseases. It is important because they need to understand what can affect the body and cause error. Did you hear what I just said? They need to study pathology. In other words, diseases, so that they can be able to understand what can affect the body. But all these things are in different angles. So human anatomy to understand the body is important. Pathology into bracket diseases, studying diseases is also very important. Now, the trader is going to study what we call cognitive biases. Cognitive biases. Now, cognitive biases can cause issues, but they are not necessarily the issue. It is the thinking error in the individual's mind. It is a thinking error in the individual mind. So what that simply means is that this person is coming from a life and a background that the mind has been distorted. So now when you're watching the masterclass and I'm talking about a distorted mind, it doesn't mean that it's just a random topic. It means you are understanding the things that can affect your thinking pattern. Because as a trader, you are going to basically need to understand the thing that causes thinking errors. Are you guys seeing the chart right now? Are they seeing it? Which one of them did they see well? The black? The black is not that good. Okay, perfect. All right, guys, since you guys are not seeing, you want to see it, I'm going to write it down again for you, okay? Why? They don't see color. You see, some of you don't see color. What is the reason? Can you see it? Okay, so number one, the doctor is studying what? Human anatomy, I said. Human anatomy. Number two, he's studying pathology. In other words, we call it diseases into brackets. Then the trader is studying self-awareness, which is like self-anatomy. Self-awareness. You guys are telling me you can see this much more better? Then number two, cognitive biases. I'm giving you just few examples and then we're done. Number three, the doctor is going to study pharmacology. Pharmacology is basically the study of medications. The trader must study emotional regulation. So, just like how you need to understand the human body, you need to understand yourself. Just like how a doctor will study pathology, which is diseases that can affect the body, you need to understand cognitive biases that can affect your cognitive. The same way a doctor studies pharmacology to understand medications to regulate the body when the body is sick is the same way a trader needs to understand emotional intelligence and learn emotional regulations when your emotions are not in check. Now, why is it important? Because you cannot eliminate emotions from your life entirely. Is it possible? Yes. Why should we study pharmacology? Because you cannot eliminate diseases entirely from the world. So we need to understand how to regulate it. Oh, but Cliff, what do you mean? We eat yogurt. We take some yogurt. We take some probiotics. They have bacteria in them. So you cannot eliminate those things from your body, but you need something to regulate it, make it calm. And the same way, the doctor will also study something that we call diagnosis, how to be able to diagnose a patient. Are you with me? That is the same way you can be able to study how to be able to check your behavior patterns. Then the doctors even study psychiatry so that they can be able to understand when a human being, like somebody who lost their loved one, when they are having psych crisis, so that they can calm that down. That is the same way you need to also study identity rewiring of the way your brain behaves, your belief system. So it is not just any topics we are teaching. They are structured topics. Why am I teaching you this? If you don't understand this concept, you will think you are just on a regular, normal masterclass. It's not true. You are studying structured body of knowledge. So now you will understand. I can't teach you one thing only. So we have Willis teaching you habit formation, how to form habits. We have Kema Trace teaching you edge in development. whether technical or the mindset behind it. And I'm also topping it up with different psychological information here. So altogether, you are learning a body of information. So now that you understand this, when you come on any masterclass on this live session, you will know that you are not studying something random. You are studying something structured. So now the next time I will tell you, declare this declaration every morning. It's not because Cliff wants to get views. You can declare if you want, don't like the post, it's fine. As long as you declare it, that is all that matters to me. But when you are declaring, I'm teaching you something about belief system and identity rewiring. Right. It's not necessary. This one? What is going on? Okay, can you guys understand that? So I'm gonna just sit down a little bit currently right now, then we take it out from there, okay? Let's bring it. I want to sit down instead. Let me sit down instead. Bring it down. Do you guys understand what I'm saying? It's very important that you get this. So all this information and every single thing you guys are seeing right now, it is very important that you understand that they are just like the school system you went to. So connect this. I taught this so that it will shape your perception about what you are learning. So connect this to everything that you are. It can be cooking. If somebody wants to become a chef, they don't just give you a recipe. They teach you ethics. All of these things combine together for you to be a good chef. So connect it to the things you have been studying, mathematics, an engineer, whatever it is, connect it. It's very, very important, okay? So now that you understand this, let me quickly introduce my topic for the day, and then we'll take it out from there. But the first thing I want you guys to do right now is that I want you to declare to yourself and say, I'm becoming. Ignorance is far from my life. I am becoming. Ignorance is far from my life. Ignorance is far from my life, and I am becoming. Ignorance is far from my life. Ignorance is far from my life, and I am becoming. Ignorance is far from my life, and I am becoming. Today, I'm teaching something very, very important. I prepared something for you guys today, and I believe this is a very timely information for me to teach this. Very, very, very important. One of the problems that I've seen people asking themselves how to understand this and so on and so forth. It's a very important topic. If I stand up, can they be able to see the board? Can they see it? Okay. I want to introduce my topic now. All right. So today I'm teaching on something very important. You want him to raise a leg, a little bit of this. So you can do it. It's fine. So I want you guys to be able to understand something right now. Today I'm teaching on a very important topic. I title it Discipline. Discipline and routine. If this is something you have been meaning to learn, and you are excited, drop some number ones in the chat. Discipline and routine. Discipline and routine. Discipline and routine. Thank you. Discipline and routine. Please write it down. The topic for today is discipline and routine. Discipline and routine. I want you to first of all understand that you are not a problem. You are not a problem when it comes to the things you said you would do that you don't do. You are not a problem. Listen to me carefully now. A lot of people have a lot of misconceptions when it comes to being disciplined. And the reality of the reason why people are struggling to be disciplined, that is the purpose of today's masterclass. How you can be said you would do. The first thing that I want to be able to do right now is for you to be able to understand that discipline is not an emotion. Discipline is not a destination. Discipline is something that comes from normally your convictions. I will explain something for you guys to understand right now. You see, for a very long time, this is the way we understand discipline. For a very long time, we have understood discipline as something that is boring, as something that is long suffering, as something that you don't really want to do, but it's like you have to do it anyways. Yeah, it's true, but it's not partially, it's partially true, it's not all true. And that's why a lot of people are struggling. So we are going to define what discipline is. We'll look at routine of a trader and how you can borrow this. Now remember, I'm not teaching you only because you're a trader. I'm teaching you and I'm talking to the person behind the trading, the trader. Are you guys with me? So discipline, let's break down some misconceptions. I wrote down some couple of few things here and I want you guys to write it down, but they may not all go onto the board. I wrote down here because I was meditating on this. I was like, why people struggle being disciplined. So I wrote down here 4 things. The first one is that they confuse discipline with motivation. You see, being disciplined is not about being motivated. I will give you the definition later, but write this down. Number 1, people confuse why I wrote, please write the topic down very well. Why people struggle to be disciplined. Number 1, because they confuse discipline with motivation. Number 1 is because they confuse discipline with motivation. Why does people struggle to be disciplined? Number 1, because people confuse discipline with motivation. Number 2, I wrote down here, people only use discipline when they are under pressure. People only use discipline when they are under pressure. And I wrote down here number 3, because they haven't upgraded their identity to match the task. Because they haven't upgraded the identity to match the task. And the last reason why people struggle to be disciplined is because they haven't practiced failure without quitting. This one here is where I wanted to emphasize when I wrote this one, then I said this is it. A lot of people don't understand this. You see, failure is something you practice. It's not something bad that happens to you. The person that is not afraid of failing does not fail. It doesn't mean they are not failing. Logically, they may be, but you can't call it failure in their life because to them, it's called lessons. So a lot of people are not disciplined because they are afraid, what if I fail? So they will rather not even do the thing at all. But it's not true. You need to be able to understand that discipline is not a destination. It's not an emotion. And there are misconceptions about it. And those misconceptions is what is making people not to be disciplined at all. I'll give you an example. You can take this guy. You can take this guy, number 1. And you can take this guy, number 2. And this guy, he's always going to the gym. And this guy, he doesn't want to go to the gym. Now, this guy is going to the gym because he's loyal to a decision he made based on whatever reasons only him knows. And this guy is not going to the gym, as he said. Now, a year or 2 later, this guy was diagnosed and they told him that if he doesn't start being serious about his personal health, he may lose his life in a very early stage. So this guy heard that if he doesn't start going to the hospital, he could lose his life. So he started going to the gym more than this guy. Does it mean that this guy is disciplined than this guy? Definitely at that moment, yes. Or they are equally disciplined. But the reason why this guy is now disciplined is not because he was motivated. It was because he was convicted. A conviction has entered his mind. He now understands that he is now loyal to his life more than he's loyal to his indiscipline. Are you guys with me? So discipline is not just about the things you are motivated to do. It's being loyal to a decision that you said you are going to make. So this guy now is going to the gym every single day, not because he's motivated, but because he's now loyal to his life. He wants to stay alive more than dying. So he's now going to the gym more than this guy. So I always tell people this, that the reason why you're not doing the things that you said you would do is because it has not convicted you enough. I wrote down here something better. I said, discipline, please write this down. Discipline is the ability to remain loyal to what you said you would do long after the emotion has left. Please write it down. I said discipline is when you are loyal to the decision you made, or when you are loyal to do what you said you would do long enough, even when after the emotion has left. Are you guys with me? So you are not going to be motivated all the time. But how can you be disciplined? How can you be disciplined? It is very important that you understand that discipline is not about emotions. It's about being loyal to a decision that you have made. So you remember I told you guys this. I always make this example and I always repeat it. That when you pick up the word side, it means to kill. When you pick up the word side, C-I-D-E, it means to kill. So when you say pesticide, it means to kill a pest. When you say insecticide, it means to kill an insect. And when you say decide, it means everything that will stop you from becoming must die. So the first thing that must happen to you if you want to become disciplined in anything is that several things must die. Distractions must die. Feelings must die. Not becoming emotionless. Feelings must die. The desire to get pleasure all the time must die. You must know how to be able to delay in gratification. Thank you. Are you guys with me? So now, what did I say? Discipline is? My definition is that discipline is when you are loyal to a decision you made and you said you would do it. Very, very important that you guys understand that. Okay? Good. Are you guys with me? Let's keep on rolling. Now, there are 4 levels of discipline. There are 4 levels of discipline. There are 4 levels. 4 levels of discipline. There are 4 levels of discipline. There are 4 levels of discipline. I always used to tell people that the discipline you need to start something is not the same discipline you are going to need to go to the next level. And it's not the same discipline you're going to need to even get to where you are going. So discipline, being disciplined, they are in levels. So the discipline you needed to start learning technical analysis is not the same discipline you will need to even practice those technical analysis. It's not the same discipline you're going to be needing to come on TP Masterclass every Saturday. So disciplines are in level. There are people that started this Masterclass with us, and the way probably they now watch is not the same way they started. The motivation probably has died. But it's fine. They will come back again when something motivates them. And whenever something is motivating you to do something, for example, losses, you are not disciplined. That is just motivation needed. But discipline is not a destination. Meaning if you are waiting to feel before you do it, it's impossible. Are you guys with me? Very important to understand this. So there are 4 levels of discipline. I wrote down here level number 1, we call that the starter discipline. Number 1 is called the starter discipline. I'm going to put D on every word so that I don't have to elongate it, okay guys? So we call this one the starter discipline. I wrote down here that the starter discipline is what we call the push. Everybody is able to start that. Whether it's by an ad you saw on Instagram when somebody was showing the blues or whatever, it's called the push. Remember, we are talking about discipline and routine, but we are taking this one first. Stay with me. It's very important you understand this. So we call this one the push. It's called the starter discipline. So it is a discipline required to start something. It is the first level of discipline. The discipline you need to start something. And we have under here, so number 1 is a starter discipline. It is a discipline you need to start something. I wrote down here, you need a vision, pain, or external inspiration. So let's say you are broke and you need money. It can get you to start to learn how to trade. It's a form of a discipline. So people saying, I don't know, I'm not disciplined. You are, you just don't know which level you are in yet and what is required for that level of discipline. You are. Because if you're on this call and you are a trader, it started with a discipline. You open that broker account. You open that video. You watch a couple of few minutes. It's a level of discipline, but it's called the push level of discipline, the starter discipline. It is a level of discipline that discipline is required to start something. And I wrote down here, it needs vision. If right now I show you guys the vision statement, the form, and you go and you actually feel it, you were disciplined to feel it. It's a starter discipline. It's a push level of discipline. And then very emotional and energy draining. This type of discipline is where it's like, I'm tired of my life level of discipline. A lot of people have that. Would you guys agree? A lot of people are disciplined. You don't want to die because you want to go to the gym and be healthy. It's a level of discipline, but it's a push. Something pushed you. It was an external pushing. Are you with me? So you came onto this call probably because you had a losing streak last week. It's a push. It's a discipline though, but it's a starter discipline. That is discipline number one. Level number two is called the sustainer. The sustainer D. The sustainer discipline. So we have the 4 levels we are talking about here. Level number 1 is the starter discipline. Level number 2 is the sustainer discipline. Are you guys with me? The sustainer discipline is a discipline to continue what you started. So I don't know which level you are in, but you need to know. So if you start something, there is a level of discipline in there, but it's only just a starter discipline. It doesn't take you to the next level. You need another level of discipline called the sustainer discipline. During this discipline, this is where it's no more about I'm motivated. You are bored, but you still gotta do what you gotta do. Doubt is in, but you still gotta do what you gotta do. There are resistance, distractions, but you do what you gotta do. Okay? This is where most people quit. Here. This is where most people quit. Quitting. Here. Sustainer discipline. Everybody can start, but not a lot of people can be sustained. So a lot of people get motivated, they do something, they see a video, they see somebody. It happens in every area of life, not just in trading, even in relationships. A lot of people quit their relationship because they didn't have the discipline to continue. Are you guys with me? So the first one is starter discipline. Second one is sustainer discipline. And what happens here? This is where boredom sets in, distraction sets in, and this is where people quit. This is where most people quit because it is the middle of where your future is decided. This place. If you're able to bypass this and sustain doing something. So let's say, for example, I give you guys a program, and the program is called 21 Days of Declaring Every Day That You Are Great. Day 1, beautiful. You are motivated. You came on a TP Masterclass. I'm great. I'm great. I'm great. I'm great. I'm great. And before you can realize, day 1, I'm great. Day 2, I'm great. I post another declaration. Declare that you are going for it. I'm going for it. I'm going for it. And then day 4, I'm going for it. Then you lose. Let's say gold takes 20% of your account. Then the next day you see the declaration. Cliff is saying losses is part of the game. You will insult me. Some people like, this guy, what is all this? Every day I'm great, and I'm losing. So 4 days, 5 days, you are now almost about to quit. But you are forgetting that it takes at least 21 days for something to be able to start manifesting. So your mind is already giving up on you. But you see, your brain doesn't know the difference between what is real and what is not. So you want to get there. You get there first. Train yourself to get there first. You just get there at 21 days. Get to the 14 days. Are you with me? So the second level is called the sustainer D. This one is not about emotions. Remember, what is the definition of discipline? Being loyal to a decision that you said you are going to decide to do something. So level number 2, sustainer discipline. Level number 3, I call this the finisher. The finisher discipline. Finisher. This is the level of discipline that is called, I call it the finisher discipline. It's called the sacrifice. The sacrifice. We have done 30 episodes. Oh, don't tell me sacrifices are not involved. 30 episodes, making sure that we bring quality content. There are sacrifices involved. Sometimes you were exhausted. Right after we did the TP Masterclass, I was supposed to go to Thailand for an event, but because we finished late, I couldn't, so I had to find a way to deliver the event here from Dubai to Thailand. It takes sacrifice. I didn't even sleep because I had to wake up early because Thailand is ahead of Dubai time. So you need to be able to understand that when it comes to the finisher discipline, it takes sacrifice. You don't just remain disciplined. You don't just sustain yourself being disciplined. It takes sacrifice. This place, only few people here. because a lot of people don't like sacrifice. They don't like sacrifice. So I wrote down here that discipline to complete a task or stick through hard endings. I remember when I was starting, making content. In the beginning, it was very difficult to find people to help me edit videos. So I was editing videos myself. I had to learn from CapCut, and I have to learn some couple of few things. I gave up, and that was when I started respecting editors. Anyways, so I edited a video one time. I'll never forget in my life. And I spent over 22 hours on that video, and I edited the video. And after I edited this video, I realized that I made a mistake and I deleted some content from my computer because I wanted space. Just by deleting that content, deleted all the work I have done for 22 hours. And now I had only two options, either to change my mind and not post the video again, or go back and do another 22 hours or maybe less because now I have a little bit of experience, or not post it at all. And I told myself one thing, Cliff, you said you want to impact a generation. If you can't go back again and do the video again, you don't deserve anybody to trust you with consistency. Ladies and gentlemen, every single thing in life, you will be tested. And so if you say you're going to be a trader, life is watching you. You started because you saw somebody showing you blues. Good for you. It's now you are the sustainer discipline. Are you going to keep on going even though you are bored? Are you going to keep on trading better? Because good trading is boring. Bad trading is interesting, yeah? Yeah, you are clicking buy and sell. So you want bad trading because you want to click every day. This is where most people quit and they blow the account. Finisher discipline is sacrifice. Are you going to sacrifice some sleep? Are you going to wake up early to speak some words into your life before you wake up? You have to sacrifice something. Because remember, when you decide, something must die. So I wrote down here that during this, you will feel like giving up right before the breakthrough. This is where the discipline is. You're going to feel like giving up. So when you're feeling like giving up, it doesn't mean. But remember, I said discipline is not an emotion. It's you being loyal. So every single time you do what you didn't want to do, that is the definition of discipline. So if you say you want to be disciplined, in other words, you are saying, I'm ready to be loyal to something I've decided to do. The last one is called the maintainer discipline. The maintainer discipline. The maintainer discipline is when effort now becomes an identity. This is where a lot of people don't get to. Because here it's no more about what you said you would do. You have become that person. I don't want to be a coach. I am a coach. I don't want to be a trader. I am a trader. Not because I make money, but because I do the things traders are willing to do, regardless of my emotions. Are you with me? So there is a saying that you can be a married woman and never be a wife. Or you can be a married man and never be a husband. To be a husband and a wife, it is not because you are in a union with somebody. It's an identity formation that you qualify because you were able to maintain a certain level of discipline and responsibilities. It's very important that you understand this. So maintainer discipline as a trader, it's not about you doing the things you said you would do, but now you have become that trader. You wake up and if the market has nothing, you're like, you know what, we'll come back later. No emotions tied to whatever. You know that you were a trader. Identity has entered. I wrote down here, when you don't need motivation anymore, just motion. No motivation, zero. 5 people show up on this masterclass, I will still teach with the same energy. People sometimes ask me, Cliff, how come you do these consultations for free and you still teach us the way you teach us? I say, because it's not about what you give me. We made a decision long time ago that we are going to transform minds way before I met you. So the decision, we are loyal to it. Maintainer discipline. So these are the 4 levels of discipline I want you to keep in mind. Number 1, starter discipline. Number 2, sustainer discipline. Number 3, finisher discipline. And number 4, maintainer discipline. Are you guys learning? If you are learning, drop some number 1s in the chat. If you are learning, drop some number 1s in the chat. If you are learning, drop some number 1s in the chat. Now that we are done with discipline, we are not done with discipline, but keep discipline in your mind. Are you guys with me? Everything showing well? Perfect. Thank you. The next thing we want to talk about now is routine. Routine. Let's pick it here. So now we have talked about discipline, and let's talk about routine. I wrote down here, what is a routine? I said routine, these are my definitions, so don't hold it against me. It's my own definitions I'm giving to you guys. So don't say, but in dictionary, I'm giving you definitions to give you a good perception. So I wrote down here that a routine is the structure that protects your decisions from your emotions. It's a good definition, no? You write it down. You're not writing. Okay, so I said routine is the structure that protects your decisions from your emotions. What is a routine? Please write it down. A routine is the structure that protects your decisions from your emotions. Let me write it down. Routine is the structure, or in other words, let me say the system. Okay, guys, let's say the system. Right? System or structures is a system that protects your decisions from emotions. I'm truly a pharmacist. Look at my handwriting. Okay, so anyways, routine is the system that protects your decisions from emotions. So now I want you to underline this word. Decisions, then emotions. When I use the red, can I see it properly? Yeah? I think this is even much more better. No? It's better, yeah? Yeah. Okay. So the red is better, no? Guys, which one of them is better? Do you want me to use the red to write, or should I use the black? Can you guys, which one of them? Can they put in the comment for me to see? Because I want you guys to see what I'm writing very well. I think I like the red better. It's just that it will put fear in some of them, their heart. Because stop loss is always red. Anyways, but which one of them red? Okay. Let's do this. Okay. Okay, I'll mix it. Okay, guys, I'll mix it. No worries. Okay. Watch this. So, what is a routine? Oh, the red is better. Way better. Routine is the system that protects your decisions. Your decisions from emotions. And I said, I want you to underline the word emotions and underline the word decisions. So now you know that a discipline or being disciplined is when you are being loyal to the decision you made to do something. Without emotions, long before emotions left. Is that true? Then now routine, the definition is that it is a system that protects your decisions from emotions. Now, it's important that as a trader, you understand decisions. Now, you guys and I know that now when I mention decisions, you must remember our last few weeks topic about cooking decision. That in order for somebody to decide anything, it comes from 4 components. 1, perception. 2, emotions. 3, logic. And 4, the will. These are the 4 components that forms any decision. It doesn't matter even if it's bad decision or good decision. That is how decisions are made. The person's perception mixing with emotions and the person either being logical or not makes the person move. Are you guys with me? So decision is not just a word. Why is it that I always take my time to break down words for you? So that you will understand that we are not just talking anything random. You need to be able to understand that you are in the phase where every word must mean something in your mind to create a perception. So if your perception is affected, it will affect your emotions. What is a perception? The way you see things. Because we don't see things based on what it is. We see things based on who we are. So my eyeball This optical ball you see over here is just me seeing things through it, not by it. My actual eyesight is my mind. Have you ever watched these kung fu movies whereby the person doesn't have eyes? Old, wrinkled, but he's very strong. He can close his eyes and know that your blow is coming from here and he can block it. That is the power of eyesight. That it may not be this eyeball working, but the person so sees. Decisions from emotions. Are you connecting the dots now? So discipline, what is it? It is you staying loyal. So if you are somebody that you like lying, you will lie to yourself. So now, let's say, for example, you are somebody that growing up, they told you, go and tell Auntie Gifty that I am not in the house. And now you are a master of lying. You will end up lying to yourself. So you need identity rewiring. So you need to understand that being disciplined, the key word is loyalty. Not to the people that is looking at you from the public eyesight. Have you guys realized that every single thing you have been learning here, they all add up together? The you behind the strategy. So it is not the one that the whole family knows. It's not the one that you have shown to the church and the school. No, chief. It's the one that nobody sees you when you are alone in the room. You are the one trading. And that is the one. So if that one that is trading the market is still addicted to things, that is how you will trade. If that one is loyal, that is how you will trade. So discipline is about loyalty. It's not about emotions. It's about loyalty. You are loyal. That means if you say you will do something, you do it. Routine is a system that protects your decisions from your emotions. Keep those definitions in your mind, guys. Number one, we have been able to define discipline. Discipline, I know, even if all I end is here, we will do part 2 next season. Discipline is you being loyal to what you said you would do. Routine is the systems that protect the decisions that you said you'll be loyal to from emotions. So these two, they are twins. So the reason why you are not disciplined is that there is no routine. And the reason why you have a routine and you're not disciplined is because there is no discipline. You are not loyal to the decision. There are 4 stages of routine. 4 stages of routine. I wrote down here, the first one is trigger. So you will now understand why these 4 stages is important. You remember I've taught you guys about habit formation. And habit is formed in a loop dimension. And you can never form a habit without going through a routine. So that is why a lot of people perform well in hedge funds and institutions, because there is a routine and there is a level of a system that holds you accountable. Whether you are a liar or not, you are in trouble if you're not disciplined. But you see, in trading, you are your own boss. You are your own HR. You are your own management. You are your own psychologist. So if you are tired and you don't feel like getting up, you will trade from the blankets. So while you are lying down in the blanket, you are tired, you are sluggish, you will not trade well. Remember, decisions are perceptions. Some people just wake up from their bed, no water, nothing, and they want to be a trader. You are already fatigued. So the first one is trigger. I wrote down here, before I give you guys the 4 stages, I wrote down here as well. I will not write this one down. Please write it down. I wrote down why people struggle to follow a routine. Number 1, please write it down. The reason why people struggle to follow a routine is because they crave stimulation, not repetition. We human beings, we love stimulation. I want things to stimulate me. So we love stimulation. So we struggle to follow a routine. Number 2 is because we haven't structured our environment. Funny enough, my topic for today was going to be environment and atmosphere. How to create the right environment as a trader. We will deal with that next time. But then the reason why people struggle with routine is because the environment sometimes is mostly not structured. And number three, they don't get quick rewards from the routine. Routine does not give rewards. Routine only keep you going while the reward is coming. So routine does not come with quick rewards, and people struggle with that because people love, a fast resource generation. The last reason why people struggle, I wrote down here, is because they see routine as boring, not liberating. Routine truly could be boring. Could be boring. I remember when I started my work trainer, I want to get the right body, I want everything to be on point. And at the end of the day, what happened was, he said, okay, Cliff, but to get the right body in the gym, it's not just about working out, right? I said, yeah, I know. He said, okay, so you're going to wake up in the morning. You're going to, first of all, have Greek yogurt with berries and oat cookies that is not breakfast. That is just preparing my stomach for the breakfast. Then breakfast, then maybe pre-workouts, whatever, if you want to add some creatine, whatever it is, whatever. Then you work out. Then after working out, you eat your meal. Then you eat your snack. Then before you eat your dinner, you get some snack in between again. Then you eat dinner. Then sometimes you go to the gym twice. You go to the gym, you come back again, you eat again. So at some point, anytime I think about, not the gym, the food, because I don't really like a lot of meal like that back then. So when I think about the food alone, I'm like, Chief, is it necessary? But you see, the discipline I needed to start the gym is not the same discipline that I needed to sustain, then to finish. True story again. I'll never forget. And we're doing legs. Me, I hate legs. Ghana man, I hate legs. It takes a lot of effort to build legs if you're a workout person. So we were working out. And he was pushing me. And I was like, I'm tired, man. So I lied and said, I'm going to the washroom and I'll be back. So I went and I came back and I thought maybe he's going to be tired of me and say, okay, Cliff, it's fine. You can go back to the house and we'll do this later. He said, okay, Cliff, let's continue. I said, I'm tired. Something is doing me. And I said, something is doing me. He said, you're not. He said, Cliff, we don't stop because we are tired. We stop when we are done. 5 more. Push. God. And my mind was giving up on me. But when I was able to go through that 5 more, something happened to my mind. I knew that, so nothing was going to happen to me. And it changed my perception. So routine is boring. The food, the gym, you have to wake up, you have to check your analysis, you have to do top-down analysis, you have to check this, you have to wait. It's so many different things. But it gets better when you keep on going. So now that you understand why people struggle, let's talk about the 4 stages. Number 1, I said we have what we call trigger. What starts the loop? So trigger is the starting point of the routine. Number 2, we have action. You have to actually follow the routine. Number 3, I'll give you an example. I want to hurry up. Is the reward. And number 4 is the repetition. These are the 4 levels or the 4 stages of a routine. So the trigger is the alarm. Following a routine is not magic. You need to set the alarm. You need to set the notifications. Some of you guys right now need to set alarms that says it's time to declare. So the trigger is the starting point, the alarm, whatever it is, notification, whatever. The action is you actually doing it, whether it be journaling, analysis, whatever, you do it. And number 3, which is the reward, is the internal or external payoff. Now here, mostly affects people because if imagine waking up and doing all the routine and the discipline stuff and you don't make money in trading, how do you come back again? By being loyal to your decisions. So now I don't want you to say things like, I don't know why I am not disciplined. If you say it that way, it makes you feel like as if there is a problem. There is no problem, Chief. Next time, when you want to say, what do you say? I don't know why I'm not loyal. Yeah, your brain will stop saying it. I don't know why you are not loyal. Oh, no. I mean, I'm loyal, but I don't know why I'm not loyal. You are not loyal? No, I mean, I'm not loyal. That is it. There is no worse about it again. If you say, I don't know, I'm not disciplined, it gives you excuses to feel like discipline is a feeling. Say it the right way. I don't know why I'm not loyal to the decision I made. So you mean that all you have to do is to be loyal to what you said you would do, and that is it? Yes, it's loyalty. Loyalty is not about feelings. Loyalty is a personality of an individual who will do what they said they would do. So, reward. Reward or no reward, I will show up. Reward or no reward, I will show up. I want you to declare this to yourself, that I understand. Repeat after me, that I understand. That a good trade is not a trade that makes me money. And a bad trade is not a trade that makes me lose money. I'm going to repeat it again. Repeat this after yourself. I understand. I understand. I understand that a good trade is not a trade that made me money. And a bad trade is not a trade that made me lost money. I can take a good trade and make no money, and I can take a bad trade and make money. A good trade is a trade I planned to take. And a bad trade is a trade I didn't plan to take. Therefore, I understand. I understand. Are you with me? Good. So reward or no reward, I will show up. Then reward or no reward, I will show up and keep on doing what I said I would do. So these are the 4 stages. This is how habits are formed. Trigger, the action, the reward. If you repeat it after yourself, what do you get? Ladies and gentlemen, drop it in the comment section. If you go through a routine, if these are the 4 stages of routine, check to see if somebody got it right. If you follow these 4 stages, trigger, action, reward, repetition, it's called a routine. If you follow this routine for at least 21 days, what does it form? What does it form? Put in the comment section for me. Is anybody here who is an authentic TP family member? Authentic. If you follow a routine of these 4 stages, trigger, action, reward, repetition, for at least 21 days, what are you forming? Okay. It forms a habit. So those of you that is saying, I don't know how to rewire my habits, all you have to do is to be disciplined and follow a routine, and eventually habits will be formed. Habits is not something you do, it's something you become based on what you did repeatedly. Are you guys learning? Good. Now that you understand this, I want to combine these 2 together. Guys, we are almost done with the cooking. I hope you are not confused. If they are learning, guys, if you are learning, drop some number 1s in the chat for me. If you are learning, drop some number 1s in the chat for me, please. Because we are about to combine them together, so I need to make sure you understand what we are talking about. Now we understand discipline. Now we understand routine. Let's now combine them together. Discipline makes you show up. Discipline makes you write it. I'm not going to write on the board now. Discipline makes you show up. Routine tells you what to do when you show up. That's why they are twins. Discipline will make you show up. What is not discipline? Me being loyal to the decision I made will help me show up. And when I show up, I will know what to do because I have a routine. Let's declare that. It's not just I'm not just playing with words. Even though I formed it right now, but it came out of understanding. Me being loyal to do what I said I would do made me showed up. And I will do what I know I have to do because I know what to do, which is a routine. So discipline helps you to show up. Routine makes you know what to do when you show up. They are twins. One don't go after the other. Are you with me? So together, what do? I wrote down here. Together, when you have discipline and routine, what do? They kill inconsistency. Together, they kill inconsistency. Together, they reduce fatigue. They reduce decision fatigue. And as a trader, you know you are a performer. So by now you understand decision fatigue is not good. But together they kill it. If you know what to do when you show up, it becomes easier. I've tried it, believe me. Every single time that I know what to do per day, I don't become emotionally fatigued because thinking of what to do itself is another form of emotional and decision-making fatigue. So number 2, it reduced decision fatigue. Number 3, it built identity. Number 3 is you build identity. Number 4 is strengthen focus. That means it kills distraction and anything that will stop you from becoming. The last one, number 5, it protects you from emotional, it protects you from emotional sabotage. I'm going to put S here. So these are the things when you combine discipline and routine together, it kills inconsistency. Number 2, it reduces decision fatigue. Number 3, it builds identity. Number 4, it strengthens or it makes you more focused. And number 5, it protects you from emotional sabotage. It protects you from emotional sabotage. It protects you from emotional sabotage. Some of you guys will need to watch this video again because I believe that if you understand this information today, it will help you a lot to answer many questions for you. You are not bad. You are just wired. You are not bad. You are just wired. Don't call yourself things like, I'm stupid. Why did I do this? Don't say those things. You are just wired and you can rewire. Okay? So now you understand discipline. You understand routine. You understand the importance of it when they are combined together. Now, how do you form it? I wrote down here 5 things you need to do. How do you form it? How do you form it? How do you form or how do you become disciplined and building a routine? How do you form that sort of behavior? I want you guys to write this down. This last part, I want you to write this down. If I write it here, you will take a screenshot. So just write it down. I wrote down here, number 1, you need to write a commitment declaration. Right after this, please. I want every single person to do that. Write down a commitment declaration. Some of you guys will need to actually print pictures of your loved ones, the reason why you do what you are doing. If you have an office where you are trading from, write your commitment declaration, put it in a frame and put it beside you. Or better yet, print your family's picture and put it beside you and write something below it. Use every single thing you can do to make sure it reminds you of why you are doing what you are doing. Because staying loyal to something, you must have a meaning and a conviction to it. Imagine every single time the person remembers that they are sick and they have to go to the hospital. If they don't go to the gym, they will go to the gym. They have a commitment to themselves because something is keeping them loyal. So you need to write a commitment declaration. I am becoming the kind of person who is loyal to the decision I made to be a trader. Are you with me? So identity first, behavior second. Identity first, behavior second. So you need to write down a declaration. Some of you guys don't know why you should be disciplined in the first place. It's not your fault. Nobody told you that. So you need to write down and understand why you need to be disciplined. That is the first step. What are we talking about? We are combining everything together for you to know how to form or how to create a disciplined behavior and to form a routine. Number 1, write a commitment declaration down. So when you hear me saying things like the mandate is to transform minds and raise kingdom aligned leaders, I can't do it under the blanket. So if you see me going to stages, doing the things I do, is because I have it written down. My whole team has the declarations as well. They have it. My team have the mandate. They know it. I tell them all the time. I'm sure back in the day, some of them were tired of it, but I tell them that our mandate is to do X, Y, Z. We need to transform minds, the trader's mind, everybody. So you need to have a written down declarations. I am becoming the kind of person that transforms this and that. That's do this and that. Are you with me? Number one, write a commitment declaration. Number two, audit your weak point. Where do you always, when I say the week, not weekends, week, your weak point. For me, I think when I don't eat the right nutrients in a week, maybe because I'm exhausted, it really stops me from doing what I have to really do. So even if I'm busy and I can't eat, at least I will never forget my smoothies, whether my smoothies or fruit or some level of some good vegetables to keep me going, because I know as long as I have the right nutrients, I can keep pushing. It's fine even if I lose weight, but I can keep pushing. So you need to be able to know your weak point. What makes you not do what you said you would do? For me, when I wake up and if I don't do something in the morning early and I try, so I'm resting a little bit, I will find myself not doing something. So I always have to make sure I'm doing something. The week that I'm going to gym back to back, I'm able to perform. You need to know the things that stops you. Because you see, when you are able to understand the things that you don't need in you, you know what to put in it. For example, you don't drink water because you love water only. You drink water because you want to quench thirst. So every single thing that enters your body or enters your mind, the reason is to remove something. You go to the gym and you will be strong, but you initially go to the gym to get weakness out of your body. You read books because you want to be knowledgeable. But when you are reading book, you are also eliminating ignorance. So when you are drinking water, you are quenching thirst. And while you are quenching the thirst, you become satisfied. So you need to understand the weakness within something to know what to remove it with. Are you guys with me? So where do you always quit? Do you quit during the sustainer discipline stage or the level? Do you quit at the finisher part? You need to know when you quit, when you start something, so that you will know how to counter-attack it when it's almost getting there. Is it at the start, the middle, or the near end? You know, when I started something in the beginning, I will never forget. This is a pure psychological thing I'm telling you. This is my own personal case study. I'm telling you guys. When back then, before I started building a discipline habit, I didn't realize a simple habit about myself. I used to drink water. And when I drink the water, I will never finish it. Never. I will leave it small here. The water is there, I can still drink, but I will never finish the water. And it was a little tiny habit. I'm like, why don't I always finish drinking this water? And it was very weird. You see, for me, I'm always studying the things around me to make sure I understand my psyche. Why do I pick up water and never finish it? Why do I eat a meal and I know the food is done? It's just left with just one spoon and everything is cleared. Yet I will never finish the food. I will just leave some small one rice, on it. Why? It was a habit. So you need to know the things that is around you that basically stops you from becoming the person you need to become. So where do you always quit? Is it at the middle, the beginning, or the end? What am I teaching you now? How to form a discipline. This is not how to be disciplined. This is how to form the right atmosphere and the environment to start becoming one. Because we will take it in advance. This is all foundation. Number 3, design at least a routine challenge. Somebody, I don't know if he's watching me from right now. He sent me he said, Cliff, I'm going to do a new challenge. I think it was 30 days or 40 days. If this individual is on the live stream, can you signal it? It's fun. But I was so proud of him when I saw that post. He said he's going to follow a routine for, I think, 30 days or 40 days. And he showed me. And he said he have started it before, but he's going to do it again. I was smiling because I was happy for him. But normally on Saturdays and Sundays, I don't really usually reply emails. So when you email me and you don't get a reply from me, it's because those days is for the masterclass and then for Sundays for church and stuff and family. Okay, so, but anyway, I'll reply him. I'm basically just saying I saw it. So you need to start a challenge. Yours can be 7 days, 14 days. Create a challenge. Create a challenge. 7 days, 14 days. All right. If in case I got an inspiration, maybe I will create a TP family routine challenge this coming Monday. I will see. I'm not promising anything, but we will see. But create some routine challenge. All right. Morning routine, trading prep. What will I do before my trading? Will I declare every day before? Create a routine. Create a challenge. Don't worry whether it's going to make you money or not. Just finish it. All right. Then number 4, stack rewards into your routine. One of the things that I've just realized people make mistakes about is they don't celebrate. And I used to be like that. I used to not celebrate things. But I realized you can never create a proper, repeated well routine without having rewards attached to it. Even if it's about telling yourself congratulations or sending a message to yourself and say you did well, do it. Create a reward system around your routine. A lot of you guys get exhausted because there is no reward. Every day you are waking up, I'm great, I'm going for it, 14 days. And that is all that you're doing. Celebrate it. Even if you don't have anybody to celebrate with you, email me. All right, email me. By now, I'm sure you guys have my email. cliff@cliffcheqona.com is my email. cliff@cliffcheqona.com is my email. Any other email will go to the team, but if you want to contact me directly, it's cliff@cliffcheqona.com is my email. Email me. When you email me, I will be able to cheer you up and say, keep going. It's a reward of its own. Are you with me? Then the last one is track with a visual tool. For this one, I will tell you that instead of using a digital tool, use a written hand form tool. Track what you are doing. Track it. Let it be visual. Whether a calendar, a journal, typing it on your phone, recording a voice note, track it. Whatever that you are doing. So number 1, write a commitment declaration. Number 2, audit your weak points. Know how you quit and you give up. Number 3, design a routine challenge. It can be 7 days, 14 days. Don't do it too much. It can even be 3 days. Finish it, celebrate, and do another one again. Because remember, you are building a habit. Then number 4, stack rewards into your routine. And number 5, track with a visual tool. This is not part of the series episode we started. I just felt like I needed to teach this. So I had to prepare this today because I felt like a lot of people are struggling to become disciplined. They don't know why. Because in their mind, discipline is a destination. It's not true. Discipline is the understanding you have about something you said you would do. So now, don't say, I don't know why I'm not disciplined. And don't say, I am disciplined. Say, I am either not loyal to what I said I would do, or I am loyal. Give the right meanings to words. It will change your perception. So now you understand that the reason why people are struggling with routine is because this is missing. And the reason why they are struggling with this is because this is missing. And this is because that is missing. When you're able to combine them both, everything else starts changing. So next week, God willing, we will continue our series that we started. And that one, I'm not going to tell you guys the topic now, but you have an idea where we are going. And also I have, as I told you guys, we have a new project coming up. And this project is very, very, very important to me. It's a mindset audio that you guys are going to be listening to it. And so by Monday, Tuesday, it should drop on all platforms by the grace of God. If you guys are excited about this audio, you can stream it on Spotify, Apple Music, anywhere. It's me teaching you through audios by the grace of God. So if you're excited, drop some number ones in the chat. And don't forget to also fill the form for the TP Family Global Representation form so that I can meet you guys as well and take it up from there. Spotlight of the month. I couldn't say congratulations to you last week. Can we bring him up on the screen right now? Who was it, by the way? Do you remember the name? Can we bring it up on the screen? Is the spotlight still there? Can we bring it up on the screen? Is it on the screen? On the screen? Not yet. Can we guys bring it up on the screen, please? The spotlight of the month. Let us say congratulations. Apparently that day I couldn't see it from our back when they said that he was there. Is it there? Okay. What's the name? Mention it for me. It's fine. The Blessed Trader. Congratulations. You know the drill. All you have to do is to email team@cliffcheqona.com. They will schedule a meeting between you and I, and then we will meet. We will talk. Then we'll take it out from there. Then you will get your consultation and every single thing. So congratulations, guys. Let's drop some number ones in the chat for Blessed Trader. He is blessed. You are blessed. And we are blessed to have you being blessed in our midst. All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in to today's masterclass. Really, really, God bless you. And there is many things that we are coming in. Also, don't forget, TP Masterclass Ghana edition is coming live. If you are excited and you are in Ghana, and if you are going to show up, and if you are going to invite people to show up, drop GH in the house. Drop GH in the building. Let's take it out from there. So Ghana edition, TP Masterclass. All the team, we are coming all the way to Ghana. And at the end of the day, this time around, I believe it's going to be a blast. Then when we are done with Ghana, where next? Nigeria in the house. Come on now. Guys, I'm super excited about this. You know, right after that, so when we finish with the African tour, I think we are doing Europe, yeah? Sweet. All right, so with that all being said, guys, so Ghana, I hope you guys are ready. I think this coming week or so, the flyer will drop. Maybe probably we'll give them the dates and every single thing. Guys, I'm super excited to meet all the Ghana family, all the TP family people. We're going to have a very beautiful time. I appreciate you guys so much. This is a vision that I don't think that we could have done it ourselves. We give all the praise to God. God, thank you so much for all that you are doing for TP family. God bless you guys. Have an amazing weekend. God bless you all, and bye-bye. We out.
Trading is a mind game. You heard me. Trading is a mind game. Fix your mind, fix your trading. 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 Fix your mind, fix your trading.